Well, hello there. Welcome to this episode of Dork Tales. I'm your host, Chet Periwinkle. Wait, no, sorry, wrong game. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dork Tales. I'm Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master, and let's start on my left this time to confuse Winter.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Winter. I'm playing a tiefling named Marisol.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm playing a half-orc druid named Tia Armstrong.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm playing a half-elf named Xenopfeffer Rightwing.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Malia Sunsworn, a Tempest Cleric.
Alright, so a little bit of background if you haven't watched before. The 30-second intro is that this is a chronicle called Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, also known as The Shards of Nirn. Quick story is that a human thief broke into an underground temple of the goddess of darkness, Nirn, and stole this beautiful gem from the center of the statue's forehead. It shattered, transforming her via curse into a tiefling. That's Mars, or Marisol. And ever since, she's been on a quest to reunite the shards of the Eye of Nirn, the jewel that was broken. On the way, she met a number of people.
Have we gotten one shard so far?
You've got one, and then I guess you technically, but you don't have anything on your body as far as you can tell. It's just in the back of your head, so you just can't ever see it.
It's under my hair.
It's just gotta shave it. It's like a birthmark.
I don't know. She probably doesn't even know yet.
That's probably true. And then you are playing Malia Stormsworn, who... Sunswarm, sorry. Who is...
Not Sunswarm. Sunsworn!
Just a fucking swarm of sun.
Like it's also terrifying and fantastic.
Like
M's and W's are important to differentiate between.
Like in that level of
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers with the angry sun.
Yeah.
The singularity.
It's just a swarm of them. So you're playing a dwarf cleric of the goddess of the sky and the tempests, Vela, who joined this quest because this technically gives Nirn the finger, and that's what clerics of Vela are good at, because they're sisters and they don't get along, the two goddesses. And then you ran into a half-orc who is a former soldier and turned hippie druid, sort of. You also,
as you do.
Yep, who's joined out of a quest for personal growth and redemption and all of that fun stuff.
Basically.
Yep. Maybe make some money and meet some ladies or men or cute dogs. Whatever works. And then also Jason, the wood elf monk, who's basically a pointy-eared Aang the Avatar, who was stolen away by giant eagles, which, as we all know, are the fantasy world equivalent of Uber. And then you later came across Xeno Rightwing from one of the blue states.
Yes.
I recently discovered that I can actually turn into a giant eagle if I wanted to.
Can you actually?
Yeah.
Sweet, you get a side job.
Yeah,
You gotta turn into that and be like, this isn't my real form, you know.
And then our last player, who is here off camera, you can hear him occasionally snoring, is Charlie, our dog.
Yeah,
He might
is
make
he
an
in view?
appearance.
Mike,
really.
lean forward a little.
Well, that's not really...
Oh,
There's the
you
dog.
can see
Surprise
there he is.
dog. Okay,
He's black, he blends in
He's
with
the
the
mascot.
carpet.
he does. He's a little ninja. Ooh, look, I found a shining child.
Ooh.
Speaking of shining child.
This one, see?
Yeah,
It's
but
creepy.
Farah.
Farah, who's older than you. And
She's
then,
a shiny child.
and then I am NPC PCing a what this world uses as Dragonborn, which are very kind of slight, elvenly horned, slightly scaled humanoids. That was found in a wall of crystallized amber and is probably 14,000 years old, somewhere in there. And is from like 4 different heroic ages ago. There's a long mythology of the world. The Wikipedia, or the wiki, is in process. It's just, I'm busy, and y'all need to start helping me fill out the wiki, please.
This is true.
I didn't even know we had a wiki.
We have a wiki, yeah. It's just the gods right now, and like some of their names. Like I've got some of the cool, like Nirn is known as the Eater of Light, is one of her sobriquets, whereas Vela is the Breaker of Night. And Soph is the Howl of the Waves. And they're the only good ones. The other ones are just kind of like meh.
I really like Soph.
Soph is so chill.
I love Soph.
Akaris is like all I have is like the Lord of War right now, which is kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out as we go. Arcaris is the Lord of Battle, and I love him because he's neutral, lawful, or lawful neutral, and true neutral. No, lawful neutral. Yeah, true neutral's neutral.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so last time on Generic Fantasy Setting, Shards of Nirn, you all rescued the gnomish town of Ballyhut from itself, basically. Upon receiving quite a sizable reward, you were guided to the outskirts of Ballyhut, which go underneath an epically large mountain range, which is known as, at least in this area, as the Ballyhut Mountain Range. And you are on your way toward, I believe, David taking notes.
The Earthscar.
The
Up in the
Earthscar.
mountains.
So, once again, the Earthscar is this giant cleft that goes, I'm going to say about 2 miles down. And this is the site of a battle of the gods versus an ancient evil. One of the great demon lords, where do I have it here? Basically like orcish lord of destruction and might and all of that stuff. Which, you know what, I'm not going to name him right now because I just read out before game 60 names for gods and I didn't like any of them unless his name is...
That Super Norse one.
That Super Norse one was pretty rad, but I kind of want to have like, what was the Super Norse one? It was...
Jormungandr.
Oh, Jormungandr? I mean, do you want the god? Yeah, it is. Was it Jormungandr?
It was
with an I.
It was bigger than that, I think. I think it was one of the really
Yeah,
big
it was
ones,
pretty long.
Super Norse.
Hold on, I'll pull it out.
It was near the end.
Sorry, Twitch. This is just gonna take a sec.
Yeah, no, it was the one that's based on Jormungandr, but it was like
Jormungandr.
Yor or something like that. It was
Jormungandr.
IOR.
Here it is. Yeah, IOR Mungir.
Jormungandr.
And you know what? I'll just put it out to you guys right now. This god of neutral evil or chaotic evil destruction. What form does he take? Is like a lot of like orcish tribes worship him. A lot of like the more vicious races like hobgoblins probably do as well. But what does he look like? Is he a giant furry monster? Is he a giant like lizard serpent? Is he kind of like a Norse dragon?
I mean, honestly, if it's for the Earthscar sort of area you're talking about, right?
So this thing was huge.
Okay. Do you remember the Disney Hercules?
Which Titan?
The one that looked like a mountain?
Oh, yeah, that one.
And he had the big mountains off his shoulders. And
Does everybody
great
feel?
big stone beast.
So stone,
Works for me.
beast.
Sounds kind of like a golem type.
And he was very dark, and they were drawn in such a way to look evil.
What if he's
Yeah.
what if he's stony and is also like serpentine at the same time?
Yeah.
Like has like the serpent eye, a little bit Tarrasque.
Yeah.
But not like quite Godzilla looking, but close. But made of like stone, like scale like stone. Okay,
Cool.
so that's Jormungandr. Which, okay, cool. And that was the battle that felled Gren, the dwarf god, and made him retire from adventuring because it broke his back.
Ugh.
Now, I would retire from adventuring if I broke.
Yeah, that's when Akaris became the god of war.
Yeah,
That's
guys.
one of the stories, is that Akaris was like the second in command of that fight. And when his mentor like basically almost kicked the bucket, he stepped up and actually sealed, slayed, defeated. I think Jormungandr is still around. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough backstory. Sorry, I've been working on this all week and I'm really jazzed about like a bunch of the backstory elements. So I should have been working on my master's project, but no, and I really hope my supervisor's not watching this. All right. You continue your way through the mountains beneath the mountain range. It takes almost a week of traveling through the darkness. You don't want for provisions. The gnomes of Ballyhut made sure you were well stocked with mushrooms, cheeses, long-lasting meads, other things that would keep you in good spirits and in high caloric value.
Dried meats.
Dried meats, yeah. A lot of mushroom leathers as well. And a lot of instant soup mixes and things like that.
Just add water.
Yeah, in which they gave you a decent amount of water, and you can carry in your new bag of holding.
Nice.
Which I think you're carrying the bag of holding, because you've always wanted one in game, right?
I think so, yeah.
Did I get it?
Well, I got it written down, so if you want to carry it. Or I can. I'm a big, strong orc.
Yeah, I mean, it's a party item, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a new dagger.
You got a new dagger? Yep.
You did. And when you sleep at night, sometimes you can feel it grow warm at your side.
Oh, that goes really well with my,
Hellish Rebuke?
No, Good Dreams nightcap.
Oh. Good Dreams Nightcap?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, it's like a magic item?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why does I feel warm and cozy?
What does it do?
I don't know. I was never told. I just didn't imagine I could sleep very well. I should look it up.
It's like it actually just gives you the worst nightmares imaginable.
If I look it up, it probably means something like I can do a full rest or in like a short rest time or something. It probably does that, but I never really saw. I got it as a item once a long time ago.
Was it from the very beginning where part of the personality path stuff?
Yeah.
So the background?
Oh, weird.
Because I've got a jar of griffin grease.
Yeah.
And
that
I
was from
have-
that time.
Oh, that thing.
And a letter of introduction.
I have an insignia
doesn't
of
work.
rank and a trophy from a fallen enemy, which is a brass ring that never tarnishes.
Nice.
That's all it does.
What's the symbol on the brass ring?
I don't know.
I'm going to say that it is a fanged maw.
Okay.
Basically, it's a set of like teeth
Ooh,
gnashing down, but in brass.
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend the week traveling through the dark, lit by the drift globe that Farah carries with her, and not much else aside from your innate dark vision. After a week,
Well, for doing light, I'll just cast light.
the drift globe just does its own thing, though.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you want to.
I also have
We
my
need more
sword.
one.
But sure.
That generates daylight, so...
You travel through, and before long, you can hear the sound of air rushing up ahead. Later that day, when you step out into the harsh daylight, you think back to the boring times you spent under the mountains with a fondness that you never would have believed. The path that you walk along the side of the Earthscar. This is hard to describe, so I need you to picture a canyon stretching down into infinite blackness. And you walk on a stone path etched into the side of one of these canyon walls, 20 feet wide. The winds that whip through here are enough to flay a weak man to the bone. Wind and snow buffet you.
I'm going to take my rowboat and kind of like make a connection to all of us in case one of us gets like flung over the edge. If one of us is going, the rest of us are all going. Stop.
It's true. This is the fantasy world equivalent of the Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's for those of you who are not from British Columbia, it's a terrifying road over the mountains, like the Rockies, and I have never driven it, and nor do I want to.
In the summer, it's amazing.
I've driven it several times.
In the
Not
winter.
that I've driven, but I've been in the
Ooh.
car in it, which is even more terrifying.
Yes,
When you're
yes.
not in control. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Especially when it's one of those little short school buses and you've lost a gear going back.
Oh no.
Like literally the transmission would not shift into higher
Yeah,
or
that's
lower
funny.
gear or something.
Is it lower?
Or no. We were in low the whole way over or something like that.
That's-
We lost a gear. The really important one that we wanted to be in.
Oh,
So we had to be in one that we didn't want to be in.
that's great.
Yeah. In the summertime, it is an amazing road. The roads are perfectly banked and maintained. Wintertime,
Avoid it.
Yeah.
There's snow everywhere.
horrible.
People
Not
die.
safe. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, so I tie us all up so that
Sounds good.
we have a
Mm.
support network.
So, as you're walking across there, now this road on the side of the Earthscar is actually surprisingly well traveled. And given your speed, I'd like everybody here to make me a survival roll.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try this new dice for the first time in game.
Do it.
Good luck.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking...
14.
14, good.
18.
It's a 20 for me.
Okay. That's great. So that means that it only takes you 6 days of travel. Well, it was 2d6 if you failed.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 on the d6. You travel along the ancient mountain peaks, and as you do, you meet dozens of travelers along your way.
Also going the same direction or heading back?
A little bit of both, mostly going with you. The next stop on the road, the next real stop, is about 6 or 7 days ahead, depending on how much you push through. It's a mountain town called Steep Hollow. Steep Hollow. Can I get everyone to make me a history roll?
17.
17.
20.
Perfect.
20 as well for me.
Steep Hollow.
11.
Okay, you've heard of Steep Hollow. It's a resort town. The rest of you know that Steep Hollow is a mountainside town, largely halfling populated. Humans, of course, are second nature to them as well. It's known for tourism, skiing. It's built on the site of an ancient temple, or something like that. Who got above a 20?
I got a 20.
Okay, 20 is plenty. So, not a temple per se, but some old ruins. They definitely play it up. You may not have been here before. In fact, I think none of you have been this far north. It's a very comfortable town, and you can see that it's going to be a nice stopover at the end of this. It's also probably the first place you can actually buy some magic items.
Yes, I want a new bow.
Or at least some strong booze.
Yes.
I'll go for the booze.
Or sell some strong booze.
If you want to.
No.
I don't think she's going to.
No.
No, you buy booze and you drink it.
Oh.
You only sell the stuff you make in mass to, like, actually sell.
Oh.
This sort of shit, this is rare. I'm not selling this.
Okay.
I know
Now,
it doesn't look like much, but it's still valuable.
This will provide a fantastic party for my kin when I get back. They'll be honored to have a little glass of it. I don't think my grandfather's even tasted any of this.
Don't bother sharing any with her. I don't think she'll appreciate it.
so, as you move through the mountains, another day passes. You find yourselves caught up with several wagon trains, working their way up to Steep Hollow with all sorts of provisions. As you do, though, you'll notice that an old man with a cane knotted, made of gnarled oak wood, will stumble on the path, scraping his knee and shivering in the cold.
He
No
sounds
one-
like that.
No one seems to help.
I will help.
I will reach down and help him.
He toothlessly, well, that's not true. He has two, one here and one here. Looks up at you with his bald, wrinkled head. Such considerate youngsters. Thank you very much. My name's Tully.
Oh, you're welcome.
Grandfather.
Greetings.
Hello, Charlton. I was wondering, where are you young folks headed?
Asking you a question.
We're heading up past Steep Hollow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But tell you what, up ahead here, there's a place called the Mountain Goat. It's the last place to get a drink before Steep Hollow. You're nice kids. If I see you there, I'll buy you all a round of beer.
That's
We'll keep our eye open for it.
thank you.
Thank you.
I don't get to see an elf very often. Nor, you're kind of green for an elf. Grayish? Hold on. He'll reach into his bag and pull out a monocle. Kind of wiggle it. Yeah, you got some elf in you. I can see it in your ears.
Well, that's a first.
Old Tolly knows a thing or two. She's a weird one, though.
Yeah, she's a weird one.
You're not wrong.
And he'll start cannoning off into the distance. Clip-clop, clip-clop, clip-clop.
I want the click-clack.
It's funny that no one else was helping him.
It's true. Like, one cart rode by right when he fell with nothing but a snoring dog in the back.
Interesting.
I suppose people are too busy focusing on their own problems.
Yeah, funny that.
Or maybe he's a common sight on this road and is just a bit of a weirdo?
That too. You get all sorts in the mountains.
Right? Like, you know, who really knows what's going on? But should we take him up on that offer to get a drink? Or should we just keep on going to Steep Hall?
Let's see if there is even a place called the Mountain Goat?
He said the Mountain Goat.
The Mountain Goat.
Yes.
So you spend the rest of your day walking. And as the sun dips well over the horizon, there's something interesting about the Earthscar. And that's when dusk hits. Actually, just past dusk. The sun dips over the horizon, but aligns perfectly with the scar. The walls turn to scarlet fire.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
It looks like the mountains bleed.
Oh.
Neat.
And it's that moment, that beautiful dusk, that you come across the mountain goat. The majestic nature of the sunset is the exact opposite of this place.
This really?
The place known as the mountain goat is... one moment. Is basically hammered into the side of the cliff. You reach it through a spiral of rickety wooden stairs that lead up to a partially carved, partially hammered wooden structure. Large, steaming bronze contraptions seem to feed heat in and melt the snow around it. It looks like a bastardized dwarven gnomish hybrid.
Probably is.
Well,
Looks like a reputable place.
It's certainly
it's something. That's for sure.
creative.
Does it look like it's falling apart?
It looks like it fell apart a while ago and then it was hammered back together.
So you can see
Sometimes.
lights on and like people...
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can hear the sound of boot falls, and as you can hear the partying inside, the floor sways slightly over the ravine.
Looks like a jolly place. Let's go get a drink. It's good dwarven construction. Come on.
Dwarves do know how to construct things, Farah says.
That's true. It's not the dwarven part I'm concerned about.
It's the wood.
It's the gnome part.
This wood.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure it's probably fine.
As long as the wood's not rotten.
I will stride ahead because there's drink and it's warm in there and it's nighttime.
Yeah, check it first.
I will watch.
I will grab
as...
hold of you and drag you along beside me. Come on, you.
I will
Don't
stand
be so lily-livered.
back a little bit with the orc, contemplating our life.
Well, most people only live once, so let's give it a shot.
I will call back to you. That's the spirit.
Fair enough.
I guess
When you're talking about fair enough, what about Farah?
Farah went in with the dwarf, actually.
Okay.
Come on, are you coming?
We're on our way.
We might die!
Isn't it fun?
No.
That's the way to live your life.
On the plus side, I can always fly out of here if I need to.
Not to come down on top of you. Drag you in.
You could be an eagle uber.
Alright.
I wonder how much you can actually carry in that size.
Probably not much.
The front door opens with a grind. Not a squeak, but a grind. And a wafting scent of tobacco and stale beer rushes over you, as well as the smell of days of hard mountain travel under woolen garments.
Oh,
Smells like home.
Civil nobler thought, actually.
I can taste the air.
Why am I in somewhere where I can taste the air?
It's not all you're tasting.
As you step inside, the ground groans beneath you. The old wood has been worn through enough that it feels like the grain of the boards clutch at the base of your shoes.
Yeah, it's anti-slip for when like the beer gets inevitably spilled.
Is it even barefoot?
Very.
Are you barefoot?
No.
No, I think Farah was though, wasn't she?
I think she would have bought shoes in the mountains.
Okay, she splurged.
Yeah. So your shoes will come up with splinters in them.
I've got nice thick dwarven boots.
That's true. You're fine. This is great. It rocks slightly, and those of you who have never been on a boat feel a little bit off-put. Those of you who have been on boats before, hey, you're on a boat.
Shall I do a roll for like not feeling seasick or something?
You can. Why don't you go ahead and make me wait till you've been drinking.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, man.
What kind of roll would that be?
That would be a Constitution roll.
Constitution? Okay.
Yeah. So, the place is packed. It's maybe the size of half a basketball court in here. But it has a maze of tables. There's only one table, which is 50 tables hammered together. Different sizes, shapes, nailed together to prevent them
Does it
from...
kind of all snake around?
Oh,
because
yes.
like otherwise you'd be wasting all those sides.
You have to duck under them.
Windows?
Do I actually have to duck?
There are a couple of portholes in the wall. Big circles that glance out over oblivion. The snow is piling up 2 inches deep on the sill outside.
So I just want to make sure that we don't start moving. Going anywhere.
You can see a wall and it just slightly moves a little bit.
I don't like this. I don't like boat.
I will push a drink in your hands and be
Oh.
like, drink up!
If you drink enough, the floor will seem like it's moving anyway.
And Zeno will go up to the bar and get a drink.
Yeah, I will go get like mugs and like bring them back to everybody.
Alright, so you approach the bar
Ah, yes, liquid courage.
and
Is there any other type?
the bar itself is actually built into the side of the wall. It's part of the stone that's been hammered away and it's probably the only thing that'll stay here if the rest of it falls down.
Or sink.
Yeah, it's true.
A clever dwarf stays by the bar.
Above it, you'll see a huge flag splayed above where most bars would have a mirror. It's a devil's skull painted with bright red paint, perhaps blood.
Hmm.
I won't stay bright red that long.
It looks almost like a pirate flag. A surly dwarf rears up behind the counter, a large scar bisecting his nose, cutting his brow in twain. He has a thick red beard that comes into 2 giant braids. Aye, what'll you be having?
Something strong.
Something strong. You sure you can take it?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Listen, shithead, you stumble out of here, you're gonna stumble all the way down the mountainside.
No worries, he just generally curls up in a corner.
Are you sure? I can make you a fairy fireball.
As fantastic as that sounds,
I'll take one.
I will have that.
You'll have the fairy fireball?
I will have a fairy fireball.
Cool. He will mix up a fairy fireball for the both of you. The fairy fireball is a delicious cinnamon whiskey made with a touch of fey magic.
That actually sounds fantastic.
Can I get both of you to make me a Constitution save? DC 12.
What am I adding to Constitution? Oh, just the Constitution mod, right?
Just your Constitution mod. 6. Roll me a D4, please.
That is a
Please fail.
8.
Yeah, roll a D4.
It's not a, is that a saving throw?
No, this is just
That's a 1.
perfect. All right. So you drink it. This is delicious. It's sweet and burns just a little on the tip of your tongue, all the way down. And then both of you go. And as you do, a small cloud of shimmering breath comes out of your mouth.
Farah, look at this.
Oh, you can breathe fire too.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
I had a quick question about the flag. You said it looked like a pirate flag.
Make me a history roll.
That is a 19.
Uh,
And my character also grew up with merchants and sailors on the coast.
That is, you will recognize it immediately, is the flag of the Blood Devils. The Blood Devils were a North Coast privateer group that were hired out by various countries. Not yours, actually. They were used against yours. Can you roll me a d20?
That's a 10.
And were actually very successful during your grandfather's time. They plundered quite a bit of your wealth at one point, and started a small war with the duchy across the water.
Oh, no, I'm actually hiccuping.
Yep. You will be hiccuping for 2 hours and 1 hour.
Okay. So, where did you come across that flag above the bar there?
The Blood Devils.
Yeah.
There was a Blood Devil. First mate above the Iron Cleaver.
Interesting.
Why do you ask?
I recognize the flag. I grew up on the coast.
Do you now? Are you one of the right wings? He'll gesture to the symbol that you wear.
I am. Yes.
We fucked you good and proper.
Yes, I know all about
We
that.
took your women, we took your money, we took your men. We took their money.
I know all about that.
Oh, it's all in good fun. 100 years ago, we got... 100 years ago, we fucked you, and then 50 years later, we were in a war to the north, and they fucked us. This is what I got out of it.
Fair enough.
Well, I'd say the drink's on me, but it's not. That'll be 5 silver each. And for the other ladies,
Just
now that I've served these 2 ladies.
Girl, you know it.
Strongest beer, sir.
My strongest beer. Unfortunately, my strongest beer is actually missing in action.
Somebody run off with it.
Aye. I had a transportation of it going up to Steep Hollow for the tourist season. They order a lot of it. A beautiful vintage of Stonecutter's Creed. Stonecutter's Creed, you'll know, is a very, very prominent ale made in the Mountain Dwarf region. Stonecutter's Creed.
Good stock.
Yeah, 20 years old. I sent it up with one of my men, and he bastard ran off with it. No one at Steep Hollow has it, and now I'm out over 500 gold worth of beer.
Bloody hell.
But for you, what is your original last name again?
Ooh, I actually hadn't come up with one. Well, considering I was in like brewing training, etc., it's probably a brewing family. So I was thinking about your questions earlier that maybe our specialty would be a pine beer, as we were, or fir, or whatever the tree they use for that.
That's 100 dwarf clan names.
I
I got prepared. You found
As
one?
much as I want to use the Oaken Shield, I'm not going to.
Oh yeah, of course that's there. So
Fair.
while he's ranting and raving about that, he you can see that someone sidles up to you at the bar. Actually, their beer's on me. And Tully slaps down a gold coin. It's going to be at least 3 of those. Oh. Half of their beers are on me. And he'll slap down 5 more silver.
we appreciate it anyway.
I'll gently slap him on the shoulder. Go.
And I'll put
Thanks,
another
grandfather.
gold piece on the table.
Next round's on me.
I shouldn't drink.
But you're going to anyways.
If you pull my leg.
Well, put your foot up here and I'll give it a yank.
Oh no, it's a fake one.
Chunk.
Probably better.
Well, don't leave a fake leg anywhere around her. She'll run away with it.
All right, chill for other drinks. How about a
Leave
Bloodhound
it
brew
shiny.
for
Oh,
you?
you know what? Gold Brewers.
Gold Brewers?
Yeah.
Okay, Gold Brewers.
It's not
I probably have
shiny.
their symbol on me somewhere.
It's not shiny.
And,
Might be on the back of my gloves or something.
probably.
Or on a dagger hilt or
Alright.
something.
Let's see.
Actually, don't
What else do we have here? We've got... let's see. For you?
Ale.
Alright, give me a better option than that. I've got 16 ales right here.
What do you recommend?
What do I recommend? I recommend the expensive one.
Understood.
You should have a frost mead.
Sounds
My other
frosty.
hammer would have the symbol on it. The one before the Dwarven Thrower.
Frost mead is what I'm going to serve the Gold Brewer.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Aye,
She's
you
got
are,
good
aren't you?
taste.
Yeah.
But you're not. I recognize you. He'll point 2 fingers at you, hovering one over each of your eyeballs.
Ugh.
She's a heterochrome, so she's got 2 different colored eyes.
Right, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's so awesome.
You're the Gold Brewer's daughter. Sunsworn.
Yeah.
Malia. I was at your christening.
A lot of work.
Aye. We got pissed.
I
What a
bet.
small world.
So,
Right.
My father always did put on a good table.
Seems like your goddess has delivered you to me. If you'd like, I'd like you to deliver my last batch up north.
Guards,
Aye.
we're going to Steep Hollow.
Good.
Steep Hollow, isn't
It's
it?
Steep Hollow. I've got 500 gold worth of ale headed that way. And, as insurance, well, it drove the price up. I can give you 100 gold.
Sounds fair.
That sounds acceptable to me.
Yeah,
You guys willing to make a little money on our way up?
Yeah, I mean, we're heading up there
Excellent.
anyway.
money's great.
Alright. You'll be delivering it to a place up there called the Cavern of Delight.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a whorehouse.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Aye, they need
Extra
liquor.
fun.
Aye, they've got all
That
sorts.
does sound like fun.
Aye, if you need some extra money, it's a good place to make it. A word of warning, though. Steep Hollow is a conservative community in some ways.
How do you mean?
I mean, they're not going to take too kindly to people with horns. I've seen shit. I've met tieflings in my day. He narrows his eyes across the bar at you. They're going to remember you. Keep your cowl up and your head down.
Keep your hands in your pockets.
The same goes to you, Scaly. And he'll point at Farah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Which clan is he of? Does he have symbols on him?
So, sorry, he hasn't introduced himself. Aye, next time you see your father, tell him that he still owes Agate Stone Spun. Let's say 200 gold.
I'll remind him, but good luck.
Yeah, there's the interest there.
He's got a tight fist.
Yeah, I know. Your father invented copper wire.
Yep, he pinched a penny.
Yeah, he was fighting me over it. And then he kept the copyright. The trademark.
The copper.
Sounds like
The
him.
copyright. I like this one.
The mother's
That-
worse.
They're still gonna. Yeah, I remember your mother, right? Interesting lady. Interesting lady. You should have married me.
Seems like it's a rather
You also
small
fight over
world,
copper penny?
isn't it?
I guess, actually, I did. Seemed to have worked out for the best. Anyway, your frost beer. And you, do you want anything? Just juice? Aye, we have juice. He'll serve you up. Now, frost mead is actually going to be a gold a cup.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, frost mead is made out of honey and the tear of an ice giant. It's a crackling blue sparkle and jet of icy breath. that's going to stay with you for the rest of the night. It has that same type of mouthfeel as when you exhale mint. That
cooling.
Yeah, your breath is cold coming out of your mouth.
Tia loves this. The player thinks this is awful.
Yeah, I think that sounds awful.
Your cheeks are super warm, though.
I think that sounds fantastic.
It's the only beer that he's serving this cold. The rest are either room temperature or warm. And you have a decent night. Are you willing to stay here?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I've got some room in the ledger. It's 10 gold pieces per night per room.
We only need one room.
We've got plenty of gold.
Alright, well,
We can do 2 rooms if we want to.
I've got 5 rooms available, so act quick.
Okay.
We'll take 2.
Alright. Who's sleeping where?
No, I don't care.
I think she's about to pass out.
Yep, she's done.
I'll share with you.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay.
Have fun.
Are you gonna room with Farah?
Farrah can go wherever she wants.
Or is she gonna keep referring to her as her daughter the entire night and keep her awake?
You might want to stay with them.
Join with us.
Yeah. Farah, come with us.
No, Farah!
Have a nice night. I'm gonna stay up and read.
It's probably for the best. Mars, go to bed.
Can't make me
Yes, we can, actually.
We have rope.
Push over onto bed. Apply blanket.
until I
And-
disappear.
So the next morning over breakfast, you have a pleasant bowl of gruel.
Lovely.
It's warm and it sticks to your ribs, and honestly, that's all that matters. It has fresh winter berries sprinkled on top.
It's a perfect after drinking meal.
It is. Get your carbs back up.
Yep.
Add a little cinnamon and you're set to go.
A halfling sits at the bar and strums a lute. Here is the tale of the heroes of Ballyhut. Fought a giant spider and kicked its golden butt. Yea, they slayed through so many things. Shadows and monsters and creatures with wings.
I am gonna go straight up to this guy and be
I'm
like,
gonna flick him a gold coin and be like, well done, sir, well done.
and be like, tell me more about the heroes of Ballyhut.
I heard a rumor, friend, that there was, how did it go? When all was lost, and this tremendous beast arose from the depths. One brave halfling named Graz saved the day, along with his pet pseudo-dragon, I think it was, at the Heroes of Ballyhut.
Is that how that went?
Yes, I think so. Apparently he was a former musician, a savior of the town who returned in its darkest hour.
It went quite differently than that.
Yeah, I heard something a bit different, but...
Oh, well, I'm happy to hear your story. What's your name, friend? My name's Nash.
Wasn't
Graz was...
the chaos?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's exactly who Graz was.
No, I heard something about a something about a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard there was a pretty wicked archer in there too, actually.
Like there was a robot tiger? That sounds great. Oh, I love that story. Okay, so what rhymes with tiger?
Not things I could say on camera.
tiger.
Tiger.
I mean, fire, kind of. If you just, like, emphasize it differently.
Liar.
Oh, you know what? I'll just say cat. With a great big cat. Jumped
Oh,
on
lion.
the spider and made it go splat. Yeah. No, that's pretty shit. Okay, back to the drawing board.
It was a pretty big mechanical spider, I seem to recall.
Yeah.
Had red eyes.
Red
Had
eyes.
stones.
Ooh,
Yeah.
red eyes. Just made of rubies. And there was a heroine with big, massive eyes.
Let's go with that. Although the eyes weren't actually a ruby.
Well,
they were red like one.
it's poetic license.
I will reach into my pocket and pull one out and be like, doesn't really look like a ruby, does it?
I mean, kind of. It's red.
It's kind of more like a garnet.
Were you one of the ones who fought it?
And I'll put it back in my pocket and pull out and go reach into my other one and be like, this one kind of looks like a ruby, I guess.
Yeah. I mean...
Back in my pocket it
better,
goes.
Right? Garnet doesn't work in a song
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, I guess you'd have to say ruby,
Ruby
really.
sounds more epic.
Well,
Yeah.
He runs a hand through his curly blonde hair. So you were there. Sorry, I was taking the word of another who was there. Some old man told me a story about what happened, and you trust old people, right? Yeah, some toothless old guy.
I wonder how he would know. Oh.
Yeah. Because Tully was Graz. That's why.
Oh well.
Can't trust him.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be following us around for ages, so we may as well get used to him.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, we killed a spider. We saved the town.
Go on. And he'll pull a scroll out of his pocket and, like, reach behind his ear, and suddenly a quill will appear in his hand. And
I will sit down with him and just start telling him, because I've got another beer in my hand now.
Can you make me a performance roll with advantage, please?
And I will be doing the same thing.
Can I do it too?
So if
I do not have good
we're doing it as a group,
Yes. Who has best charisma?
so basically the way that it works is that 50% of the group has to succeed a roll.
So if we all... Actually, you know what? I shouldn't even try to roll it then.
I'm gonna try and help.
Yeah, do it. You have advantage. Do it.
Do we all have advantage?
Yeah, he really wants to hear the story.
Oh,
Natural
holy
20.
shit, double 18s.
Natural 20.
Natural.
Yeah, it's a 19.
I got 2 7s.
So
Literally, I rolled my dice and both came up 18.
good job.
So that's actually 16, but...
So you all tell actually a pretty phenomenal story. It's really good. And in the background, you can hear Zeno go, "Yeah, that's right. That's what happened. I was there. I was there too.
We know, Zeno. You don't have to say it again.
I was there as well."
I remember that part.
Oh, you got that reference.
Yeah, I got that reference.
So, yeah, you're going to tell a fantastic story, and Nash is going to be so blown away.
Can I, like...
Should we tell him the whole, like, rescuing Draco?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
He's making
Everything.
an epic.
Shall we tell him about
Count Mount Von Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make, like, a whole...
Did we just acquire a
And all
bard?
the halflings we saved.
And as he's writing, I'm watching the words he uses, I'll be like, you don't want to use that word. That's not what you think it means.
And the film we were in.
Oh yeah, and the movie.
There's
Right.
a movie with us in it.
Forgot I printed this magic item. The tiny duck crown.
Is it
For the king of the ducks.
the crown for the tiny ducks, or is it a tiny crown for ducks?
It's a crown for ants. Farrah rolled a nat 20 to add to the story.
Oh, excellent.
Good girl.
Nice. We did fantastic on this one.
Actually, you know what? That 20
all
was
the
to
rolls.
steer away from anything involving the Tierna Mountains. The whole like, and then we went straight to Ballyhut.
Nothing happened in between there and there.
I will say that as you're narrating the story, and like he'll ask questions like, and you're some type of demon girl.
Yep.
That's terrifying, and I'm sure I can make that sexy. Hold on. Okay. Not that you're not attractive, but just you're kind of horny and terrifying. I mean.
The dwarf starts killing herself laughing.
Oh, that does remind me of that part with
Yeah.
the what's it in
The succubus?
No, the succubus is female. The incubus. Succubus? Incubus? Whatever it was?
It went both ways. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess more.
Apparent in the end.
So your weapons. So that cloak, that's gorgeous, and it shimmers in the dark. That doesn't make any sense. Why does it shimmer in the dark and not the light?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Magic.
Pharaoh will say, it's the Cloak of Seluna.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
Well,
I think I remember that a little
she
bit.
never mentioned it.
Saluna?
Salua, yeah.
Salua.
Yeah, I mispronounced.
Salua.
The Cloak of Selua.
Neat.
Do any of us recognize the name Salua?
No.
Hmm.
It's kind of an old name. It's kind of like Gertrude.
Hmm.
Is that equivalent?
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
that's obviously a magical sword.
Hmm.
Does it have a name?
The Sunblade? I call it the Sunblade. Farrah, what is it actually called?
The Sunblade. It was forged by the Dwarven wizard Trivia Rockthar. She was amazing.
And then I'll pull it out and go, let there be light!
Put that fucking thing away! Half of us are hungover!
And Reflex just like cover
That was the
eyes,
word
close
that you
eyes.
just said?
Yeah.
Do I recognize that?
You can make me a history roll. Or Arcana. The difficulty on Arcana is much lower.
Okay. No.
Okay. It sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. And then, yeah, basically he asks for all of your items and, like, oh, what's that? What's that? He asks about your gauntlets. And Farrah will fill that in. Those are the gauntlets of Utgar Krato. They were forged with the blood of an ogre prince. Formerly known as Utgar Krato, before someone hit him in the face. Really hard. And that's all the named ones that I have.
I will pull out my warhammer and say this is like Bela's hammer.
I didn't even think she had a hammer. I thought she was more of a morning star or spear kind of girl.
I'll hold it up and symbol.
Well, fair enough. Wow. Well, thanks. I really appreciate this. I'll be sure to spread your legend far and wide.
You make sure that happens.
I hope you make lots of money off of it.
I hope I do too.
I hope we make lots of money off of it.
I hope we do too.
Oh,
This is literally how he makes his living, so.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I know, but I mean, I guess this
we
isn't
have many warm tap rooms and good food.
I will. It's a bit of a travel still, but when I'm at Steep Hollow next week, doing a few more nights here, and then heading north, and then it's off to Dog Run Bridge.
We might see you in Dog Run Bridge. And Steve Hollow, maybe.
Well,
Who knows?
that would be swell. Don't get into too much more trouble unless I'm there to document it.
Well, we'll do our best. Maybe we'll have news stories for you.
Stuff happens. Not always our fault.
As we leave the tavern, like I don't know if we're leaving right now, but when we do leave, I'll just turn to the group and will be like, did we just acquire a bard?
Either that or it was that chaos guy again.
It could be.
I mean,
that was my thought, honestly.
I mean, it wouldn't be too surprising. Either way, I mean, I'm not sure how much the chaos guy is gonna really do. I guess we'll see.
So as you say that, you gathered up your things. And, Agert will take you down to one of the little caves beneath the mountain goat and set you up with a cart and donkey.
Nice.
All right. So the meat or the drinks in the back. Don't lose it, or else your family name's on the line. I'm not kidding. I got absolutely shafted by the last person I trusted. It won't happen again.
Well, if it gets lost, I'll personally pay you for it.
Good. And if you do me a favor, when you get to Steep Hollow, curse his name. That shithead who ripped me off.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Yari Steephill.
Yari.
What a piece of shit. Stupid fucking hill dwarfs. No offense.
How long did you know him before he departed?
Oh, yeah, only like 25 years. Right?
So he was a friend. Oh.
What?
He was your friend?
No, 25 years. Oh, yeah. You're a short timer.
Yeah.
25 years. It's like, I don't know. What is that in, like, short time? Like a week?
How old do you think I am?
You look like 25.
Ah, she's still stuck on her mother's teat.
What? I don't know how this stuff works.
Do you know how old I am?
No.
I'm 380 years old.
Whoa.
Hey.
You don't look a day over 250.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he was sacking my family's land before I was born.
Well, shit, son.
Way before I was born.
Not that long. You're a half-elf.
I'm a young half elf.
24, Mars.
Wow.
Mike.
Yes.
So I found a chart online. Can you roll me Can you roll me D percentiles? And same with you. Roll me percentiles. So I've always wondered, what does a D&D character do when you're 120 years old and you're a level 1 character or
18.
something?
23.
Cool. So one of the things. So 18. You spent time perfecting the mastery of your mind's eye. You can visualize as many objects moving in any way as in as much detail as you want. However, the more elements present, the slower you must make it revolve. Overall, this provides no advantage when visualizing a situation, but it was a technique that took you about 20 years to learn.
So you had like mental lag?
Yeah, well, it's just you practice something. Like, what's this, 23? The life of Carl. You followed the life of a human child from birth. Carl had a relatively mundane childhood, but actually left to be an adventurer in his early 20s. Those few months were greatly interesting until he was eaten by something with a lot of tentacles in a swamp. Thankfully, the creature was incredibly resilient and slow, so you had ample time to take notes on Carl's death and even make a few sketches of him disappearing. Does that sound like a thing? Or would you rather... Oh, you know what? You rolled a 1. I'm deciding you rolled a 1. This is a very, very your family thing. You spent... How old are you?
He's only like 27.
Okay.
He's a fairly young
He's a
half
baby.
elf.
Okay, so in that case, you learned how to arrange flowers in a vase in such a way they do not appear to be arranged at all, but haphazardly splayed about as if dropped. It takes a long time to learn how to arrange flowers so precisely to look so unprecise. The first 10 years you didn't even touch the flowers, you just contemplated them.
Is that what the one was?
Yeah, it's the best. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh man.
There's a 100-point chart that I found on Pinterest of these, and I'm like, this is gold.
I kind of want to do one of these at some point too.
So good. I have a 150-page document I put together today of these. I was going to print it out and keep it in a binder.
When do you determine doing that role? Like what?
Character creation?
Just whatever.
Yeah, just
I want
whatever.
to do that thing.
It's so good. After game, we'll do it.
Vision quest.
So...
Alright, I'm gonna be... I just rolled the 2 10s for age, so I'm gonna be doing 27.
Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so... You mount up and continue north. It's a pretty easy travel, especially now that you have the cart and can trade off. Do you talk about anything or do anything as you head north?
No, probably.
No.
Random topics.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Old man kind of pisses me off now. Like,
I mean, it was hilarious.
It was.
Why are you mad?
No. I'm just mad.
Well, I mean,
But
because
I guess he also did pay for the alcohol too.
well, he
So
paid for half of it.
half of the
I paid for the other half.
Right.
That was pretty fair. I mean, he could have just been an old man.
It's possible.
It's possible, but I don't believe that. I mean, we have our little chaos. What do we want to call him? Chaos demon, chaos person,
Well,
trickster.
yeah.
The guy with the cat eyes?
Yeah, him.
Oh.
The guy with the cat eyes.
He's not a trickster, he's a priest. Cleric of...
In any case, I don't know how much we can necessarily trust that the people we encounter are going to be genuinely...
Anyone else.
Yeah,
But
But-
it seems like he led us on to the boat for a reason.
You did end up with one of those pieces.
I mean, honestly, there's nothing much we can do except humor him. so we might as
Seems
well.
like he humors himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how he gets his whole being.
Hmm.
You know, he's...
It doesn't really change anything. We're going to be dealing with unpredictable stuff regardless of whether he's involved or not.
So, on that note, just in case What's-His-Face didn't run off with the ale,
What was his
let's
name
keep an
again?
eye out.
Yeah.
What's that?
What was his name again?
Who?
Slit-eye guy.
He went by Dorlin Graz, but Dorlin Graz is probably a cover name.
Yeah.
So you,
They know him as Graz.
Graz.
yeah. Dorlin Graz was the musician that he was posing as.
Yep. Okay. Cleric of Kaz.
So weird things. Like underneath when we fought those displacer cats.
What?
One of my spells went all weird.
What happened to your spell?
Well, I casted it on both of you, and you were... It just was really... It's not that powerful. The magic under there was really funky.
I mean, we did walk through a door and ended up somewhere else entirely.
Fey magic is weird.
I want more of it. That was cool.
Let's keep an eye out just in case What's-His-Face.
Did you say what? Was he another dwarf or was
he was a dwarf.
he a dwarf?
Stoneheart or something. Anyways, just in case he didn't run off with it, let's keep an eye out. This is valuable, so it's likely to be a target for stealing.
And what was the dwarf's name again?
Yari?
Yari... Steep Hill, I believe.
Steep Hill, yeah.
Or no,
Yeah.
was it Steep Hill? It was...
The other guy was stone.
I wrote down Steep Hill.
Yeah, Yari Steep Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yari.
Okay.
It's true, something could have happened to him.
So who's leading the wagon?
Well, I'm proficient in land vehicles.
That sounds great. Can you roll me percentiles? I want to see how eventful your trip is.
Oh, good.
You know what? I think that you're going to be okay if you beat my roll.
Well, hold on, let me just find. There we go. 73.
Okay. So with the land vehicle and with your cart and donkey, the donkey's name is Tony.
Oh, hello, Tony.
Yep, he pulls a cart. He's a carter. Tony the carter.
Oh.
Are you gonna switch into a donkey and give him a chance to walk without the cart?
No?
No, she could just turn into a bear. Why would she turn into a donkey?
Because it'd be hilarious.
I'm not wasting wild shape for this. If we get attacked, I'd like to be able to, actually defend us.
But what if Tony gets hurt?
It's like a sacred, ability. It's not a party trick.
I mean, it could be.
Sure.
So with the donkey and the cart, you managed to actually make the other 4 days of the trip in only 2.
Nice.
Nice.
Good,
You
Tony.
You spend some time sleeping in a cave that's built to basically be a rest stop along the path. It's large, comfortable. There's a well done fire pit there, as well as a small caravan that's pulled in. Traveling minstrels, flashily dressed men and women in long scarves and flowing dresses who do fire dances. It's fun and kind of cozy, and it's one of the more relaxing times you've had recently. The next morning, you walk out into a bit of a snowstorm. But with the cart and getting closer to Steep Hollow, the wall and the repairs along this ancient roadway are actually pretty solid. And cold, and maybe a little frostbitten. You'll make your way up to the base of Steep Hollow right around noon. Now, Steep Hollow, as you approach it, the mountain curves upward, and you can see that the path takes you right along it, and it's at this strange cleft where instead of just the crevasse, just the canyon, there's actually quite a bit that's been mined out in. Little hills inside of the mountain, if that makes sense. Little nuggets of rock. And you'll see quite the shanty town. Well, quite the... Have you ever seen any of the towns that are in the Himalayas? And are kind of just built on these plateaus as you go, connected by bridges and walkways.
Mhm.
This place is full of people. In fact, looking up, you can see a good 200 of them inside of view from your vantage point at the top of one of these crests. And as you walk by, there's a large wooden sign that says, "Welcome to Ballyhut." Or not Ballyhut.
Ballyhut.
Shit.
I was gonna say,
What
did we just
the-
run into grass
Is
again?
it crossed out and have Steep Hollow written over top?
Ugh. All right.
Welcome to Ballyhut.
but
Sorry. It's a long day for me. As you approach, there's a large sign that says, "Welcome to Steep Hollow." And as you do, a small halfling woman, kind of redundant, walks up to you and hands out flyers to every passerby. "Hi, welcome to Steep Hollow. Here, be sure to see the sights. And my name is Talia. I'm one of the local tour guides. If I can do anything to help you enjoy your stay or make sure that you end up in the right establishment, can I show you to your hotel?"
Actually, we are looking for, we have a delivery to drop off.
"Oh, I can see that. What a nice donkey."
And what was the name of the place we were going to?
The Cavern of Delight.
The Cavern of
The
Delight.
Cavern of Delight. Well, you're all over age, so that should be no problem at all, my friends. All right, tall friends. What you're going to do is, if you flip that pamphlet over, there, you're tall compared to a halfling.
Not that much taller.
Well, she is...
3'11".
like 3
Oh,
foot something.
You're like 6 inches taller than her. Well, friends, what you're going to do is, if you follow down the main street there, you're going to go to Quarry Hollow. Quarry Hollow is at the very bottom, and then you're going to turn to your left. Basically, there's two sides. There's over the edge and against the mountain. So you're going to head against the mountain. Pretty much in the center of town is the Cavern of Delight. And when you go in there, you're definitely going to be looking for, let's see, if it's a delivery, she'll flip through one of her notebooks. That is going to be you're delivering to... Oh, I always forget. I don't make it down that way, actually, very often.
Surprise,
And then we can
surprise.
always ask around.
Zarder, that's right. Zarder, he's the Mr. Madam of the establishment.
The master.
Master, that's right. Well, your master will set you up good and proper. Besides that, don't forget that at any of the bars in town, if you show them your pamphlet, you get a 10% discount.
Do we have any stores in town where we can buy some equipment?
I'm sure there are. What kind of equipment are you looking for?
I'm looking for a bow specifically.
Well, there is probably a Fletcher in town. If you head to the Merchant Quarter, there is definitely going to be one. You are going to want to head toward Mountainside. And once you're at Mountainside, head down the Old King's Road. And you are going to... She's going to check her notebook one more time. Anybody who's nearby, is anybody close enough that they could look at the notebook?
Sure.
I'm probably like looking over her fairly much.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm at the back of the wagon, keeping an eye on our delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably looking down at her-ish.
Okay, she has a number of things written down. Like, she's got a full index of everywhere there, and a lot of them are crossed out with little things like didn't pay, paid, things like that.
Oh, she's taking bribes.
Oh, absolutely.
Huh, okay.
She'll be flipping through one, gives you a quick look over. So, if you're doing that, what I would suggest is that you head over to Ironmonger's Surplus.
Ironmonger's Surplus.
Ironmonger's Surplus. Real grizzled old human type. You're gonna love her. She's wonderful. She sells bows. She does her own fletching, actually, with eagles that she hunts herself.
One more question for you.
Oh, of course, of course.
What inn would you recommend for on a budget?
On a budget. The Cavern of Delight honestly does have rooms, and the beds are, I hear, most comfortable.
Fair enough.
Sized for at least 2, though.
Naturally.
There's also
How big are the 2 though? Sorry, these are just my like.
I believe all sizes. They.
Anyways,
I should be.
Thank you for your help.
I should be going. Thank you. And looking at you, she will back against the railing and skitter to the next group.
Wait.
Oh, elbow.
Mars.
Hood up.
Oh, did you pull your hood down?
It's been days.
And it's been blowing around in the wind.
Okay, I thought it was still up. I would have said something otherwise before we got to the place because we'd just gotten that warning about you not showing your face in there. So
It could be that they saw like up through the thing,
yeah.
but still just like try and keep it down more.
I'll like try to like tie it around my face. I was like, God. Ow.
Okay, well, we're screwed.
All right, let's get this delivery done.
Yep, let's go down.
Yep, let's
And
get this train wreck moving.
come on, Tony.
Come on,
Clip, clop,
we're
clip,
almost there.
clip, clop.
Pat, pat, pat.
I want to stop by a tailor while we're here, I think.
I'm sure we can find that for you, Farrah.
It's kind of cold up here.
Yeah.
Let's get the delivery done and then go shopping.
Is it still tropical in the north?
What?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's tropical in the south.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll drop this off. We'll get our rooms and then we'll go shopping.
That sounds pretty good. You make your way north, and as you're clip-clopping through the city, can I get what is everyone's passive perception, please?
Passive?
Yeah.
Passive.
15.
What is that?
So that is
Oh, cool. 9.
15 from me.
15.
You had your proficiency bonus to your passive perception, right?
I don't think so. It was 10 plus your
Wisdom, I think.
wisdom.
So that makes sense for me. It's 15.
Oh yeah, no, that's your.
Yeah.
You include your proficiency bonus, so
Oh, you
I got
do?
plus 5.
Yeah. If you if you're proficient in perception.
Yeah, it's your perception plus 10 plus your perception.
And okay, so that is correct for Winter.
Yeah, I'm 15.
15.
Oh, okay.
Because my perception, I'm proficient in it, so I've got the plus. So I got plus
okay.
5.
Okay, so can someone do me a favor and hand me the DMG? Oh, actually, it's right behind me. Don't drop everything, Kelly.
Of course, when I roll it randomly on the table, I get a 20.
Yeah, it's because it's no
Well,
pressure.
yeah.
Right.
Well, if you're starting to find it's not working for you, we have the garbage bin for
The reclamation,
yeah.
the
Dice
bad dice,
reclamation.
the dice reclamation center.
It's where they get purged and
Dice reclamation station.
refreshed into.
Rehabilitation.
Yes.
It's where they go to get cake.
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 Sorry, one
Try to
sec.
think of an Italian-ish last name.
Why?
Morris doesn't have a last name yet. I called it to be Italian.
Mm.
I just don't know many of those kinds of surnames. Other than Medici.
Such a good time.
That's really weird. I thought I wrote that down. That's really strange. I hate it when I take a note and then it vanishes. Because I was very meticulous with my notes this time. That's weird.
It's okay, you'll find it at the end of the game.
Alright, so who got above a 15?
So yeah, it's just a.
Well, it's just
Just
passive,
a
right?
stat.
Oh yeah, so who has...
Mine's just 15.
15.
Mine's 15.
Okay, well, what do you know?
Do I have to do a roll with that?
No.
It's just what it is.
It's just what it is. So I roll against you is what it is. So... As you walk across one of those rickety bridges that's built between these plateaus, the donkey kicks and just makes a bit of a fuss. And it's actually quite crowded. You'll find yourself fighting against a wave of people just making their way back and forth. It's lunch hour. People are taking their breaks.
This is getting too...
This is getting down to the Old King's Road to drop off there. And as you're going through there, you'll actually... there we go, 252. Sorry. I wrote down a page number that I needed. All right. You'll be buffeted around by a number of people. Hey, watch it, knife ear.
That was rude.
Yeah, same to you, gray skin.
Rude.
It's green.
All right, booger skin.
Enjoy, pasty ass.
He gives you a sign that you know definitely in the Southern Kingdoms means jump off a short bridge.
I will return that sign. I'm familiar with it.
So as you're flipping him off, basically, you're going to turn back around and slam hard into a 10-year-old kid, knocking him to the ground underneath the walking people.
Yeesh. I will help him up.
Ow! Ow! That really hurt, lady.
Sorry. Did not mean to.
Oh, God. Why don't you and your freak show get out of here?
Who taught you to speak like that?
Ugh. Good.
Learn some manners, kid.
I mean, we were kind of warned about this place, so...
Yeah.
He'll push between you and Marisol.
Well, definitely not apologizing next time.
I trip him.
Okay.
Why? Why would you do
You
this?
pissed me off.
All right. So you'll knock him
Okay,
back to the ground.
you and I keep going with the cart.
Yes. We
Let's
are...
keep going.
Okay. Can I get both of you to make me
Right? And we
We're
probably
not
have
with
Farrah
these
with the cart with us.
wisdom check?
Wisdom
us?
check?
Yeah. Just make me a wisdom
I'll
roll.
look up at Farrah.
Well, wait,
14.
I can imagine
14.
Farrah just like propped up on the cart.
Yeah.
So you work your way through the crowd again and make it about 10 feet. Feeling, I don't know, are you feeling good about yourself for beating up a 10-year-old?
I don't think I noticed her do it.
Jerk.
He had it coming. This is probably just gonna be a bigger kid anyways.
Grumping about their parents being really crappy.
You are buffeted again by the crowd as you're pushing through, but then you notice something else. The steady stream of shoulders bumping into yours doesn't really bug you, or I guess shoulders bumping into your hips for some of it. But that steady against your hip
Oh no.
of a gold purse,
Mm-hmm.
your coin purses are both gone.
Oh, crap.
Do you glance backward?
Yeah.
You see a human boy running through the crowd. That little shit has your money.
I want my money back.
I'm super glad we just
Can I go
kept
stealth in
walking.
the crowd and try to go around him? Or is it
Uh,
one?
It's a line. So we are going to enter a chase if that's cool.
So we kept going
Yeah, you guys are fine.
with
Yeah.
Farrah, probably.
Okay.
I'm going to look up at Farrah, though, and kind of go, pull your hood a little tighter just after that dwarf's warning.
That's why I want to go to a tailor.
Fair point.
I could use a hat. So, what are the two of you? We're going to cut to you for a minute. What do the two of you do? You see this little brown-haired waif running.
Wave.
Oh, yeah. He's like the size of your wife.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's tiny.
He's very small.
He's-
I want to go grab him by the scruff.
All right, so we are going to enter a chase. So here's the way the chase works. So the quarry has a crowded and noisy area. So
I have a
that
crowbar.
That sounds great.
Do not beat a 10-year-old with a crowbar.
Do not
So-
do
It
that.
is not that sort of game.
No.
You can dash a number of times equal in this chase to 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
Well, that's good.
To dash?
To dash. Every additional dash is a DC 10 check, Constitution check, to not get exhaustion.
Okay.
If you hit level 5 exhaustion, you can't run anymore.
Okay. So
All right, so the chase ends when one side or the other stops, when the quarry escapes, etc. So the lead pursuer is a ranger. Nope. The quarry is let's see. So the quarry presently has advantage because of the crowded or noisy area. So the way this works is each participant rolls a chase at the end of its turn. Consult the appropriate table to determine whether or not a complication occurs. If it does, it affects the next chase participant in the initiative order, not the one who rolled.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll first at the beginning of the round to see what affects y'all.
Okay.
Okay? So first, as you go to run, the ground beneath your feet is slippery with snow and oil that's dripped out of carts. Actually, a little bit of beer from a cart that you were driving, and donkey shit.
Yeah.
So both of you, I need you to make me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
Saving throw, please.
And meanwhile, we're going to go do the delivery
25.
and get paid.
Excellent. You needed a 10.
21.
So you
Probably
will
better
slip
than
and start
Tarzan.
darting through the crowd after him.
She's
He
a little
notices you
inflammatory.
looking and
Yep.
runs. So why don't we all roll
I'm
a
sure
die?
we'll look back at
So
one point and notice
D20
that they
again
aren't
for
with
this
us.
first roll.
it's going to be a d20 and
be like-
1 second.
I wonder what happened with them.
Well, that
So he's going to dash
Oh, they know where we're going.
because
Yeah.
he can dash.
they're the same instructions we did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, which, by the way,
Um,
do you mention to me that
I
it
guess
looked like she was taking bribes?
Who goes first? Do we roll
Yeah.
initiative?
Yeah.
I guess so.
typical. Well, let's just pick where we
Oh,
like.
so you roll initiative.
Okay.
All right. So,
No.
20.
3.
all right. So,
Do you
and
ever
then I'm a
have a feeling that
15
one
and you're a
day-
3.
We might end up not adventuring with Mars.
Yeah.
She just causes like half of our problems.
I feel like we wouldn't have an adventure if we didn't have Mars.
So,
That's true. It would be very just normal.
back at the bridge, you see him dart through the crowd. Roll me a d20. Are you going to dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get it as an extra movement anyways.
That doesn't count for this.
Aw, dang. So I don't get to do like a dash dash?
Nope,
Okay,
no
right.
dash dash.
Dash dash.
Okay, so you'll spend one of your dashes. How many dashes do you have total? So it's 3 plus your constitution modifier.
So for me, that's 6.
3, 5.
5. All right. All right, so Winter, roll the d20.
D20.
Yep.
And add what to it?
Nothing. This is the chase complication.
17.
17.
Hmm.
All right, so no complication for me. He runs through the crowd, elbowing as he goes. He is going to dash again because, well, I guess we're technically in the first round. He's going to dash. Amy, a large stained glass window is being carried by a pair of dwarves across the road.
I hate my life.
So, are you going through it? I think you're going through it.
I'm
I
gonna
just, like,
try and
jump
evade
over
it.
it?
Can I like slide underneath?
You can make me a deck saving throw.
So that I just go like run
This was
under.
you went first because you just ran, and then it's Amy's turn, and right as she's going, right as
They're crossing.
yeah, they're whoop whoop whoop. Hey, watch out, we're coming through. Watch
What's on
out.
the stained glass?
It is a picture of the romance of Vela and Arcaris.
So if I'm trying to go under this thing,
You can make me a very high difficulty deck save.
I'm gonna try it.
All right.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
you have advantage on this.
Try again. That's better.
That's a success.
There you go.
Alright.
Are you dashing this turn?
Yes.
Okay, so hey, watch it, and you'll like slide under it.
The mud probably helps carry.
Oh yeah, the mud and snow. You're up with
Oh
a wet.
no, like the slipperiness is totally from the donkey dung.
You're up with a wet
I
butt
don't care,
regardless.
whatever.
All right, Amy, roll me a d20.
Go, Amy, go.
This affects Winter.
Ow.
At the 14.
All right, so Winter, you managed to elbow your way through the crowd. Are you dashing again?
Yes.
All right. So you follow after running. You can see that he is. Actually, 1 second.
Does our movement speed affect this at all?
Nope.
Damn.
Not. I don't believe so.
I'm trying to figure out if I should just turn into a bird and tackle him from the sky.
You'd be able to just evade all the people down below anyways.
Turn into a giant eagle and just pick them up.
But remember, this is a city, right?
Oh, yeah,
So I
right.
think
They already don't.
So actually, yeah, movement speed does actually affect.
Mhm.
And
So I
remember,
think-
So what's your movement speed, Winter?
30?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think Kelly would throw in stuff like laundry lines.
I know.
Like bluebirds across the road.
Yeah.
So as he's running, he actually will hit the edge of one of these walls and leap over the edge onto a lower stairwell.
Like a parkour more?
Basically, he hits it and just vaults over the side.
they have no
Awful.
money anymore.
He lands in the back of a cabbage cart and rolls off and starts running again.
Not my cabbages.
My cabbages! All right. Amy, as you are running, a large horse walks in front of you and will actually rear up as you dart into it. It's used to dealing with humans and halflings, not a tremendous orc.
It's a racist horse.
It's a racist horse. I need you to make me a dexterity acrobatics check.
Do you go through it or under it?
It's an 11.
11 total?
Yep.
So it rears up and like waves its hooves in your face. You'll be able to whoa, and make your way around it, but it's going to slow you down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, did you dash this turn?
I have not yet.
Are you dashing this
I
turn?
was going to.
All right. So what do? So it rears up, you move around it. Do you jump over the fence as well?
Can I cast a spell?
You'll sacrifice your movement to do so? Yes. You are in line of sight for him still.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't help. Because there's something I can do called Long Strider, which boosts my movement speed, but it's not helpful if it's sacrificing movement, I don't think.
Well, just for this one round.
And this is why dwarves always keep their money pouch inside their armor.
Right?
You're not even here. I will dash after him.
Yeah,
Do I have to do anything else? I'll launch myself over the edge.
Alright, that sounds good. You will do so easily. Roll me a d20 for Winter.
Yay.
So Winter, at the end of your round...
That's a 3.
So... as you leap over the edge to follow him, another pair of dwarves with another half of the stained glass window are walking by. Hey, where did the other two go? Come on, we gotta catch up. Can you make me a text?
Where did the other juke? Oh,
No, the other two!
Where did the other two go?
Oh.
And it's the other half of the stained glass window, which has a picture of Nern going, alas.
Okay, so what do you need me to roll?
Well, I guess make me a strength saving throw.
Strength save?
Yep.
Are you gonna dodge or just go straight through because nerd?
This basically she doesn't have a choice because she just vaulted an edge and it's right beneath her.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
8.
Eight.
I think.
All right, so you are going to hit the side of the stained glass and bounce off of it. What the fuck was that? So you're gonna fall prone on your ass, looking up at a picture of Nern, going.
Sup, girl?
All right, Winter. Do you spend your action getting up? Okay, you can see him in the distance, but that's going to take your action there. Roll a d20 to see what happens to him.
11.
Yeah, re-roll it.
Cool. 14.
Okay, nothing happens to him. All right, so he continues to dash through the crowd. You've lost your head start, but Amy may not have. As he runs through the crowd, he tips over a cart, and... Oh, God, really?
No.
Okay. So, as he runs through, you're moving down into an under area that's like a farmer's market. There are vendor stalls everywhere, and as you're chasing behind him, Amy, he tips over about 6 crates worth of chickens, which will like squawk in your face as you're running. I need you to make me a dexterity, acrobatics, or intelligence check. Your choice. To navigate this maze of crates and barrels and delivery carts.
So, what do you mean acrobatics or intelligence?
You may make dexterity, acrobatics, or intelligence.
Oh, so just stats.
Just straight intelligence to think your way through this.
It's the same, basically, so... that's a 4.
Okay, are you dashing this round?
I was going to, yes.
Okay, so this counts as about 10 feet of difficult terrain as you have to basically...
Barreling through this
literally
mess.
barreling through the barrels.
I'm not a bear, though, so...
That's true. Roll a d20 for what happens to
Bear
Marisol.
barreling through the barrels.
That's 14.
14. Marisol, you managed to pick yourself up. Are you going to dash at him?
Yeah.
All right. So you maneuver your way through some of these carts and actually will pick up right next to where Tia is. You're running basically hip and hip through the market stalls. I've got cabbages. I've got fruit. I've got beans that'll make you toot. One of them yells. As you run by, a baby will look up at you and start squalling.
Infant.
Pick it up.
Oh, God.
My baby! Why did it touch my baby? All right, make me a d20 roll for
yeah,
Duke.
you
Also, are
fall
you
at this
dashing this round? You have 2 more dashes left before you start getting exhausted.
Chances that our hood's falling off in the middle of this at some point?
I will roll a d20. High or low?
Low.
Your hood is falling off.
Cool, whatever, I don't care.
Oh,
right.
At this point, with this much chaos?
All right. He is moving through the crowd, dashing as quickly as he can. Are you dashing this round as well, I'm assuming?
Yes.
All right. Amy, as you are running next to Marisol, a cart backs up into the alleyway, or from an alleyway into the main road that you're running on. I need you to make me a dex saving throw to not be checked by this thing.
Can I do a yeah. That's an 8.
All right.
This is
Amy,
getting
you're
worse
going to
and worse.
take... If I can roll the damn dice.
I think you might need to put those.
You're going
dice
to take
for a second,
4
Ben.
points of bludgeoning damage as this cart smashes you into the stone retaining wall. You basically flop over the edge of the wall with your upper body and look down into oblivion.
Oh.
You want to put your dice in the dice reclamation
I'm gonna
center?
switch it out for one of the other ones. That one just
You can continue running.
Absolutely.
Are you dashing?
Yes.
All right, make me a d20 roll. You're closing in on him.
That's a 14.
You're closing in on him, but he just is moving very quickly. But you've got a straight run at him. If something gets in his way, you might be able to get him now. In fact, looking ahead, he darts down a road to the right that actually goes toward what looks like... You think you have him. He took a wrong turn in the crowd from the looks of it, and it looks like he's headed out to a tourist overlook spot for portraits and other posing areas. Places where you take someone to propose, or, a nice view of the mountains.
Huh.
Do you chase?
Interesting.
Do you chase him?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make me a d20 roll. See if...
9.
9.
I'm gonna drop off
An
the clock or get
overzealous
paid.
guard?
I'm gonna
Oh,
head
shit.
over to the-
Mistakes him for someone else.
And then I'm gonna head over to the armory.
The kid?
Yes.
Oh, sucks to suck.
As the kid darts through the crowd, you can see that a guard steps out. Oh, you! And swings a quarterstaff at his head.
Holy crap!
Whoa.
And
Next.
gets a nat 20.
Pluck it off my cold dead body. Okay. Swings a corpse down.
It's not on us.
Basically... Oh, I got to roll twice. Holy shit. Okay.
Did you just explode his head?
I clocked him out. So as he runs through the crowd, this guard, this grizzled, actually surprisingly handsome, broad nose, black skin, thick beard human, basically kind of looks like Idris Elba.
Nice.
Like goes, "Oh, you!" and cranks this kid in the stomach with the haft of his quarterstaff, and the kid just buckles and falls down, dropping your coin purses onto the gravel.
Do we catch up a bit?
You will catch up. Oh, actually, I have to roll for Amy. Amy, you are going to be a little bit behind. Make me a dex or intelligence roll to continue moving through the crowd.
Great. The tiefling
Oh,
is
you're
going
fine.
to show up
I think,
first.
yeah, nat 20.
All right. So you are going to run up. So you show up at the scene of the crime.
Oh, no.
Oh, who'd you take those from? No one. They're mine.
Me.
He looks up at you.
He also caused quite a mess back there, too.
I need to make a roll.
Yeah,
Can you
exactly
make me a
what I was
charisma
gonna
roll?
happen.
Fuck yeah, I can.
Cool.
18 plus 4?
Okay. He'll take a slight lean back.
I was just gonna make him go and repay back everyone that he messed up in the town.
Yeah, we know this one.
Hmm?
Does he want to...
You don't recognize him, do you? Is he normally a troublemaker? Oi,
What are you?
tiefling.
A thiefling?
No, this
No,
is
this-
the tiefling.
I was about to say, this is the thiefling.
I mean,
This
you
is
should
a tiefling. He
See-
stole
Sorry,
that
introducing
from me and
as
my
a
He tries to
first
crawl
human.
away and he'll slam the staff down on him.
Yeah, like I said, I was gonna catch him, take back my money, and make him go back and apologize to everyone along this route that he disturbed their market.
Don't worry about that. This one's going into custody. Here, and he'll grab him by the scruff of the neck, reach down inside of his shirt and pull out a necklace, which has an ornate black stone spider and a web on it. You know what this is?
Do I know what this is?
Yeah, the Black Spiders Thieves Guild.
Would I know what this is?
Make me an intelligence roll. You can add your deception to this.
How do I do that?
Just make a deception roll.
Yeah, you just add +6.
Or you know what? Make an insight roll. It's not quite as good, but
Insight?
yeah.
Mm.
You're like, well, it's obviously a thieves guild of some kind.
It's a spider.
The local thieves guild. Real shit disturbers.
So this is their new recruit then?
Yeah, they've got all sorts of new recruits. They'll slam the staff down one more time on his leg.
Ouch.
We try to keep a good town here.
Am I curious at this point?
Yeah, you'll make your way up. He'll look over at you.
She's the other one that was getting back the money.
All right, take your things then.
Thank you.
That's no problem.
Come on, we just go.
Yeah. Good luck trying to straighten him out a bit. He could probably be a good kid, maybe. Still young.
Look at this. He'll start rifling through his things.
What's it got?
As he's
Rude! I'm gonna grab her and yank her back. Let's just go.
As you're looking, he rifles through his things, and you can see that underneath his shirt, he's got these, like, it almost looked like beggar's robes when he was walking past you, but it's actually these really large canvas flaps. He's a damn flying squirrel. Hey, you gotta watch it. A lot of the punks around here, they do, like, bat gliding. You're lucky I caught him when I did, or else he would have jumped off the edge and gone into one of the hidey holes on the side. I think he deserves a tip.
Thank you. And I'll actually give him a gold piece.
I like you.
I'll do the same.
All
Thanks for
right.
stopping him.
All right. Well, we don't give many teeth rings here, so take care of yourself. And what is that like? I mean, you got demon horns.
It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You need to start introducing yourself as cursed. As a cursed human.
Cursed human.
Cursed human.
I will comment that, actually. I'd be like, you're not even...
Are you going to the cat house?
What?
Look, I mean, for a demon, you're pretty hot. I mean, I'm sure that's someone's kink. The cat house.
Will they pay well?
Do you mean the Cavern of Delight?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they pay pretty well. We get troublesome all over.
No, come on, Mars.
Mars just found a new job.
If you want to cut, if you're going to the cavern, just head through this way under the underpass. Take a right, you'll be there in no time at all.
Cool.
Thank you.
you.
Where we're going anyway.
So-
All right, you little shit.
Yay! See things work out.
As you make it to the Cavern of Delight, I'll catch back up with you in a moment.
Cool.
At the cavern, I can't believe you guys caught him. That was a good roll, Amy. Or wait, no, that was Winter that screwed me over. That was great.
Things always turn out for the tiefling.
It's true. So
You're still covered in shit.
I don't care.
We went to a delight house. There's probably a bath. A sexy bath.
Are you giving up the adventuring life?
all right.
For a night.
You're gonna make some mad bank.
Somebody has to.
Or some mad bonk.
Why not both?
Why on both?
Right?
Amy's just dying.
So the Cavern of Delight is
Your
literally a
character's a
cavern.
hoe.
It's a tunnel
She's
that's
an
been
a-hole.
built into the
A+.
side of the mountain and is lit with fairy fire. The entire place is lit with hues of shimmering blue and purple, and everywhere you see there have been
Blues and purple, you'll fit right in.
comfortable velvet cushions carved into the booths of the walls. Everything is kind of ice themed here. And it shimmers glassily as you approach. A prim elven woman with high cheekbones, lovely blue eyes, and very perky breasts in a bustier, with a fur shawl and translucent cape, will greet you at the front. Greetings.
What was the guy's name we were
It was
for?
Zardar.
Zardar.
Yeah.
Zardar on the radar.
Oh, and crap. It was something Stoneheart. The guy, wasn't it?
Yari Steep Hill.
Steep Hill.
No.
That's the person who ran off.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
sent it. The actual barkeep, though.
The barkeep you're delivering it from is the owner of the Mountain Goat, who is known as...
Did we learn his name at all?
Yeah,
We did.
Yeah, we
really
did.
briefly.
I have so many notes here, sorry. I need to...
No worries. I forgot to write it down at the time. I was writing something else down.
Agate Stonespun.
Stone spun.
I was close.
Yeah, it was the stone, or it was the agate that threw you.
I had the stone part. I just didn't have the rest of it.
Hello there. Looking for companionship?
We are actually looking for Zardar at the
We
moment.
have a delivery from Agate Stonespun.
Just a moment. Let me go get my master. Now, this furred outfit, you can see that her name is, a name is stitched into her cloak.
Oh, I thought she was going to have it like tattooed. I was like, wow.
No, it's just there. Tippa.
Tippa?
Tippa. T-I-P-A.
Give a good tip.
Just the Tippa.
Well, I mean, maybe. Let's see how the night goes.
She's quite attractive. She has blonde hair that's been dyed into pink streaks around the front, and it hangs loosely down to her mid-thighs.
Kawaii.
Oh, dang.
Couple of braids right over her ears in sort of a pseudo-Celtic style. She has bustier, so I can't tell you, but it looks like she's pierced in several places beneath it. It's very prominent. The leather's not very thick, although surprisingly warm. Actually, it's actually very comfortable in here despite the coolness. She steps away, and as she does, a rather handsome halfling man steps up and smiles. She'll be back in just a moment. Can I offer you refreshments in the meanwhile?
I think at the moment we're okay. We just want to make sure this delivery gets
Of course.
gets dropped off.
Please, have a seat. He is wearing a G-string and a similar fluffy... also, I got
Wait,
it.
was this a halfling?
This is a halfling, and he has the most stuffed package you have ever seen. Like, it looks like... Yeah. It looks like he's trying to smuggle, like, the fruit section of a grocery store.
Trying to smuggle, like, a pineapple or something.
Yeah, it honestly...
A couple oranges and a really big banana.
You almost are hoping it's not real. Like, you're like... Dude, you'll pass out if you get up.
When you get a magic item.
That's one way to use a bard person.
When you get a magic tool.
Okay, that wins the
Alright.
night.
When you get a magic tool.
For your tool belt.
Quotes. All right. So, a moment later, around the corner, let's see. Hold on. I just need to double check. The half-wolf of your dreams walks around the corner. Slicked back black hair with a tiny, just little nub curling down in front. Supple ears, not quite knife-eared like a real elf. And a slim face with broad cheekbones and a cleft chin.
Weirdly beardless.
Weirdly beardless, yes.
Half elf or
Half elf.
Okay.
Walks around the corner dressed in the outfit of an aristocrat. Slick satins, bright reds, a sash that crests his actually sculpted chest with a wide open collar, a deep mantle. Honestly, he looks like he's trying to cosplay as a Castlevania character. Like, there's no other way to really describe that.
That's pretty hot.
I mean, basically, he's like black-haired 1990s Brad Pitt. Interview with a Vampire Brad Pitt. Right? Struts around the corner.
I don't know that Malia would find that attractive, but okay. Christine would.
Ah, my beer! And you are my saviors.
We've got it.
Excellent. Zarder, nice to meet you.
You too.
He'll reach out. He's wearing gloves. They're like...
I mean, I probably still got
I've got gloves on.
They're these like really nice brown leather gloves that just cut right around the edge of the palm, like super Eurotrash gloves.
Oh god. I mean, I've got like big ranger gloves on.
Yeah,
Ooh.
thick gloves, gauntlets.
Ooh, that's a strong grip on both of you.
We need it in our line of work.
That's delivering beer. I can understand that. Or your beer guards?
Today.
Ooh.
For now.
Wow. Do you mind helping load it in with those strong muscles?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great. Come here. Just grab it, and so you'll take some time unloading. You'll get about half of it unloaded by the time your companions roll around. And the way that he takes you, it's actually a very plain front entrance into this place. But as you get further inside, you can hear the sound of music. Is that... It sounds almost like a harpsichord playing, but a jazzy tune. And you walk into the fantasy equivalent of a speakeasy. A fire burns in the center of the room with plush chairs around. Scantily clad men and women and other friends recline on
Soon to be
sofas.
you.
They lounge, they
Echoes.
giggle, they toast with clear and malt liquids. They rub up against patrons, and it seems like everyone's having a very good time. There's a storeroom behind the bar where he leads you, you restock, and you can see that it's very lucky you made it there. It's running pretty dry. I can't have this place running dry.
I can imagine you couldn't.
That would not be good for business, I imagine.
And what were your names?
I'm Zeno.
Zeno.
Malia.
Malia. Look, I really appreciate this. This almost makes up for the missed shipment. I'll be sure to send everything back. Well, the cash back anyway. And what was the agreed upon cut?
I believe Agert said
100 gold.
100 between.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
split it.
Yeah.
All right.
100 total.
I'll reload the last in, and you keep doing that, and I'll go get your money right now. The rest, of course, will be brought back. You're not going back?
We're not going back, no.
I'll make sure it goes back with the empty cask that I'm sending back at the end of the week.
Perfect.
Do you want a receipt?
I don't think we need.
Yeah,
Sure, why
yeah,
not?
we'll take one.
I'll get you a duplicate copy. I have some carbons in the back.
Perfect. And then we'll also be looking for a couple of rooms as well.
Oh, well, tell you what, go speak to Tippa at the front, and tell her that you get the friends and family discount.
Perfect.
Friends and family discount, by the way, does not apply to gratuity on services rendered, so please tip your hostess and companions.
Keep that in mind. And I will go off and find Tifa.
She's just happily waiting at the front, and as you will find your way in, I'm going to roll a d10, and it is not horseshit, it's just mud.
Thank goodness.
So you're muddy and disheveled, and you're a tiefling.
I'm used to this.
And a gorgeous blonde elf is waiting in the front, and she smiles with a rehearsed, "Hello, welcome to the Cavern of Delight. How can I help you? Here for libations, companionship, or..."
We're meeting our other traveling companions. They should be here by now. They made a
shipment.
delivery.
Ah,
2 others.
the beer delivery.
Yeah.
And as she says that, Zeno will round the corner. He's got a manly sweat worked up from carrying beer barrels.
And I could also use
A manly sweat.
And I've probably
or
got a nice swagger going right now.
facilities to clean up a bit.
Ah, you're looking for a room. All
Yes.
right.
That's not bad.
We're a little tight right now. It is tourist season, but I think that I can put you in. I have an executive rose suite, and I also have a honeymoon suite. Both available. It's my last 2 rooms, and they're actually quite expensive. The honeymoon suite goes for 250 gold per night. And the executive rose is only 80.
No, that's fine.
And I've walked up at this point, or I'm okay. Hi, we just spoke to Zardar. We would like to get a couple of rooms. He was saying to let you know he's extending the friends and family discount on a room.
Did he say on just one room, or?
Oh, I told him we wanted to get multiple rooms.
Well, I only have the 2 left. Make me a persuasion roll. I want to see how much of a discount, because she does front of house.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a...
Would you like to spend your advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
Inspiration. And I'm actually going to pass this to Amy for her chase scene.
Good girl.
Inspiring.
It was the way you went through that. No, you went under.
And that was... What?
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 9.
Ooh, oof.
Well, this is peak season, and I know that Zardar... Normally the friends and family discount is usually reserved for off-season, but if he said that, I'm sure that we could do something.
I think he's just more grateful that he got a shipment of beer this time instead of the other one that went astray.
Yeah, that storeroom, it was...
Looking... How
It
was
was
it looking?
They had no beer left.
Ooh,
Do you have any idea what happened to the other shipment?
Ooh, you have been out of service.
Yeah, it's...
Never arrived.
Yeah, he was saying it was actually very, very good that we showed up when we did, because he couldn't stay open another day.
Yeah, so...
Well, has anyone else had issues with shipments not arriving?
I don't think so.
So it's
Okay.
good that we came when we did, or else you wouldn't have any alcohol for your patrons.
I mean,
So...
okay, so by this point I've probably come
Yeah,
back.
you've probably come
finished
back.
loading and come back.
With your manly sweat. Are you going to try to persuade for a cheaper room too?
No, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, no worries if it's not a problem. Just point us to somewhere that's got a cheap rate. Like, we don't mind, honestly.
I think the last cup could probably handle you, but it's a bit cheap.
Well, what do you have available? What are the 2 rooms available again?
The Executive Rose, which has 3 beds in it, and the Honeymoon Suite, which could easily handle your entire party.
Do they both have a bath?
Oh.
I would imagine
yes.
they would, of course.
The Honeymoon Suite is perhaps the most luxurious room that I think you would ever have stayed in. Normally it retails for 250, which of course is inclusive of food and drink as well, and free hosting. But, tell you what, because you're helping Zardar out, we'll take the companionship off, and then you can purchase any a la carte if you see someone who strikes your fancy. So I could either get you into the Executive Rose, which would be quite crowded with the 5 of you.
5, yeah.
We could do that for 30 gold for the night, or I could get you in...
Do you need any work done?
I mean, I think we'd be fine with the Executive Rose. We don't want to take up your best suite, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
For a discount, you might as well get the
What kind
money
of work
for
do you
that.
do?
What do you need?
I'm sure something could be arranged.
We can make a deal.
Look,
You're
honestly, I don't
pouring
care
yourself
as long
out
as I can
for
get
a
a bath.
How much of a discount could we get on the honeymoon suite?
Well, if you're willing to do some work for the place, I would say... How many nights will you need it?
Not
We're
long.
only planning to really stay 1.
Yeah, we have to
before
keep
moving
going.
on. We're just gonna stop to restock, really, and purchase some new weapons, potions, etc. before leaving.
Why don't we just say that 60 gold covers the night?
That's quite generous.
That's more than fair.
And I'm sure that any additional funds that you earn from tips can be used to offset any discount. There's also a bit of gambling inside of the cavern, so maybe try your luck at that.
That could be fun.
Actually, if you wanted to do me a favor, there is a particular gambler at at the King's Cross table. He's been driving away patrons with his luck.
What kind of luck?
He just keeps winning, and that's not good for us. Because if one person keeps winning, no one else wins.
What is he playing? What's his game?
So, sorry, it was Queen's Cross, I believe, last game.
Oh, Queen's.
So,
which I think is what the game that you were playing with Succubus.
Oh, I was good at it.
He's playing Queen's Cross, and he's been staying here for the week, and for the past 4 nights, he's had the table locked up. It's one of our largest revenue generators. If you manage to get him to go, and I don't care how you do it, legally,
Of course.
I'm sure that, well, the room's under maintenance anyway. I couldn't charge you for a room with a squeaky bed.
No, of course not.
Fantastic.
I like you.
I like me too.
I like you too.
Actually, we don't have any half-orcs at the moment. Well, we have one. He's quite the strapping brute. You might like him, actually. His name's Rodan.
I'm not particularly into brutes.
I'm sorry. That was probably insensitive of me. I mean that he is of vigorous stature.
I see.
He's built like a horse.
I'm not into horses.
Yeah, didn't you just have a good experience with the horse?
I think she's more into bears.
Are you sure? I thought that was a druid thing.
Well, if that's the case,
Oh yeah,
Allie,
you're into
let's give you
hammers.
a grin. Well, yeah. Duh.
Oh my god. Why
into
is this
bears.
somebody Nope, it's fine.
I know exactly, and she'll lean over, and next to the hostess desk, there's like a horn, and she leans into it.
Nope. No, please. No, don't go on your way. Do not.
And she'll turn back. It'll be just a moment. So, please enjoy, and she'll reach into the cabinet and pull out a large key. I only have the one key for the room. It's shaped like a heart at the bottom. So, there should be enough beds for all of you. If you need additional sheets, please let us know. We also do complimentary massage oil, coffee, and if you need a spell of infertility, we do have a cleric on hand as well.
Oh.
Very generous.
I'll take the key, hand it to Farah, and go, you're the most responsible here.
As you say that, a male walks around the corner.
Oh, male.
He is just not manly.
Oh no.
This creature. Hold on, I want to get the exact description.
This
Why?
I have to go to
male.
Volo's Guide to Monsters for this one.
Oh no! What?
What have you done?
This is not my fault.
All
To
right.
be fair, we were kind of taking the shit.
So,
Look, I need a bath.
Me too.
one moment, Amy.
Sure.
So as you
Don't want to
watch
share anything with the tiefling.
a man with muscles the size of, honestly, of Tippa's waist, like his biceps.
He a big boy.
His biceps are this large. Like
Yeah.
they are as.
He a thick
He
boy.
is.
Oh my God.
One moment.
I think Mars is gonna have some fun.
He is.
He's getting absolutely destroyed.
He is 7'10",
Holy crap!
and you estimate he must weigh at least 320 pounds. He rounds the corner, and to describe this man,
I value my life.
he is pale, almost white-skinned like mountain dust, with a huge red tattoo bisecting one of his eyes, going down. What's that?
Nothing. What?
Wow.
Yeah. That's what you see walk toward you, dressed in furs and savagery, with huge scars bisecting honestly, his chest looks like someone is raising a steel shield, 2 of them, up to deflect blows. His muscles and his abdomen is literally the size of an orcish washboard.
So, Kratos.
He's basically Kratos.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Walks around the corner. You called.
Is he your security?
No. He's
No.
entertainment. Who seeks pleasure?
Oh.
I seek a bath, and I'm
Who here
just gonna
seeks
follow
pleasure?
Farrah. Where's?
Is it you, boy?
Nope. I'm okay.
I
Boy?
think there was a miscommunication.
Then who is it?
It was actually her.
A demoness. I will vanquish you.
Kelly, gain an inspiration.
And Mars just melts.
Here, take that for boy.
Want to take a bath with me?
Wait your turn.
There are many baths. Yes.
And with that, I am gonna go see if I can find a new bow.
I'm gonna go shopping with Farrah.
Okay.
Go have a bath and hide.
Hold on one sec. I'm gonna write his name
This
down.
seems dangerous.
So his name is Thorn. Oh yeah, no.
I mean, honestly, I probably should take advantage of the whorehouse because I've got such low charisma. I'm not getting it on my own.
I shit you not.
I've got a -2, okay?
So
I'm going to talk to him too to learn more about the guy downstairs playing Queens, whatever.
that sounds great. So why don't you go ahead and make me a persuasion roll? You have advantage on this.
Ooh, ugh. Oh, I'm glad. That's a 1. 11, so that's 10.
Persuasion? You add your charisma to it.
Oh, because my persuasion. Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at perception, so that puts
15.
Yeah.
Okay. So
was looking at the other
he'll take you up to the honeymoon suite, and the honeymoon suite is actually a multi-chambered affair.
Okay, we'll go up and do the room first.
It's got
and
a
then go shopping.
huge main room as well as several bathrooms. It has some fold-out sofas made of very ingenious gnomish engineering. And in fact, as you're led up there by one of the bellboys as well as Thorn, the bellboy will take some time, size you all up, and make modifications to the beds, which fold out from halfling size to humans with friends size to Goliath sized.
Oh boy.
that's useful.
Multifunctional.
What type of creature are you? Besides ravishing, I do not know what you mean. Your horns, they remind me of a bull that I once slew with my bare hands. What is your name? Ravishing one.
Glad I didn't point him to you.
Marisol.
I am Thorn Bear Murder.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Thorn Bear Murder?
So that's what we got when we asked for bear.
And that is the best name I have ever heard in game.
Because I looked it up, and one of the names here is Bear Killer. I'm like, no, it wasn't a kill. It was a murder. All right. So you will bathe.
Oh yeah.
You will bathe to the sound of.
Oh no.
Is just to get us demonetized if we ever were going to go. Are you? Is Marisol a screamer? Oh God, has Marisol been with anybody since she was changed? Fine, then the thing you'll hear through the wall before you decide just to go under the water, which is like this beautiful sudsy lilac is. Fear not, Thorn Bear Murder will be gentle, as gentle as I can.
I hope we were out of the room before
Yes,
this started.
yes.
Okay.
At this point, I don't think we've actually said anything that would get us demonetized.
Yeah, that's
Just
fair.
that specific words that the algorithm catches.
Oh, that's fair. So
We've just alluded.
you're taking a nice long bath, Amy, you are going to feel refreshed, and you are going to have advantage on your next insight roll from relaxation.
Nice.
Winter, you are going to have insight on your next insight roll as well from relaxation. However, you will suffer. Yes, you will suffer a
Bashing.
a -5 to walk.
Actually, can you make me a Constitution save?
Bashing damage,
Constitution,
bludgeoning damage.
So just make me a Constitution roll.
Well, what's the time right now?
It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
IRL.
Right now it's about 9 o'clock.
I wonder if I should use this point. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Constitution save?
Yeah. And I'll make one too.
Okay, I'm actually going to use this moment to step to the washroom. That's cool.
Alright, I got a 15.
18.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would probably do
Alright,
the same, but I've got
so
a dog hit on my
your
foot.
first roll, your dexterity is going to suffer disadvantage just from basic. Yeah, you're just a little sore.
Let's get...
So Dex will take a how much?
No, you're just at disadvantage on your first dex roll.
Okay.
Just because you're kind of sore, and only if you make it in the next 4 hours.
No, that's fine.
Do you want me to check on the coffee?
It should be there and cold. I would get some if I were you. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All
taking a
right,
break?
so the three of you and Farah will make your way down. If you two need to go use the washroom or anything, what the chat looks like it's lit up by Thorn Bear Murder.
Things have been said. I haven't checked them yet, though.
No, it's...
Who is that?
What happened?
Hey.
Hey.
All right. So the three of us head off into the marketplace. And are you asking at the front counter, trying to learn anything?
I'll ask where to go for if I wanted to do weapon repair.
And I will ask where Ironmonger's surplus is.
Oh, and
Ironmonger surplus.
Yeah, I'm looking for a bow. I was suggested there.
Sweetie, no. No, Ironmonger surplus is used hardware that's been recycled from some of the northern wars. You don't want that.
Where would you suggest?
You need to go to Bessie's Armory. Bessie's outfits the Arcaran Legion.
Okay.
Speaking of which, you're new to town?
Yes.
I noticed that you're carrying weapons.
Yes.
Keep them sheathed. Inside of town limits, the Arcaran Legion is in charge. The Arcaran Legion, for those who may be unaware, is the Holy Order of Arcaris. The Arcaran Legion are holy ordained knights and peacekeepers. They're known to be fanatical to the rule of law, and once they give their word, they will die before they break it. But they're very hard-ass. They're the type of cop, basically, who are by the book. Mm-hmm. If the law says no brandished weapons, it doesn't matter if you were fighting a minotaur that was rampaging through the city streets. You pulled a weapon, you're getting fined or jailed. Even if you killed him, because that's the law.
Okay.
The only one who can overturn that is the person that holds their contract, because they do it for pay that goes directly back to the church.
I'll leave the vast majority of my weapons in the room.
Yeah,
and
I'll
just take my hammer of Vela.
Yeah, I'll probably have a short sword in
It'll
my
just be
bow.
strapped to my back, though.
The laws in the city are pretty standard, so just be safe. I would definitely say go to Bessie's. Bessie is one of the finest human smiths you'll ever meet. And besides
Is
that,
there a good potion supplier in town?
I mean, we do have an alchemist.
I need a little help keeping the rest of my group alive.
Okay, there are two potion specialists. One's an alchemist named Nero, and the other is a arcanist, a dwarven arcanist named Meryl Steeleye. They're both equally good. The alchemist is a bit odd, but Meryl charges more money. So it depends on your funds. It seems like you might be a little low on them, and I want to guide you to a good place, Tippa says.
We're not too bad, but you know how it is. We're trying to get we're making our living this way, right? So you
No,
need to hold
that's-
on to as much as you can.
And Kelly, I would like to make it known that before we leave, I'm sure they probably told us what happened with them.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to make sure that all of my valuables are inside of my armor.
Okay, that sounds great.
I mean, I figure I've been adventuring for at least 20 years.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
I'm a noble, so I know how to keep my money safe, anyways. So.
Yeah, invest in land.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else I can guide you to? We do have a famous shrine of Kazmira, if you wanted to visit it. Pray for safe travel. Is there anything? Pharaoh will pipe up. A tailor? You would want to go to Alfie Diamondtooth's. Alfie will take care of you. Just say that I sent you.
Fantastic.
Alfie does a lot of our outfits as well. Special order. This isn't standard.
I would imagine. I think otherwise that's it for now. Might have some more questions later on.
Sure. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Thank
I
you.
work long days, and it helps being an elf. You don't have to sleep.
Isn't it nice?
And if you do sleep, you get to choose with whom.
He'll wink at her and walk out the door.
Thank you. I do as well.
Of course. She'll run a hand up your shoulder as you walk away.
Valia will kind of frown to herself and just kind of like the wrinkled up brow, kind of like, not sure how she feels about that.
Did she just... Farrah will lean in. Did she just...
Yeah.
Good to know some things don't change with elves.
40.
Elves.
Malia will slap her thigh and laugh and elves.
As you walk out, you'll head out to the marketplace. And we can roleplay a little bit of the shopping. So where do you go first?
I will go straight to Bessie's armory.
I will go with him then.
Bessie's armory is ran by a 40-year-old woman with her left arm is a prosthesis forged out of red iron.
Damn.
Her right arm is just solid muscle and sinew, reaching up into a tanned shoulder. She has a large burn scar across the side of her face that stripped her eyebrow and part of her hair and a chunk of her ear.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's seen battle and war and turns to look at you.
I'll gesture to her arm and say, "Is that your work?"
Proud of it.
That is
It'll
phenomenal.
turn. Enchanted as well.
Nice.
That is phenomenal work.
Aye, it's quite good. What can I do for you? Travelers?
Yeah. I am interested in a new bow.
Aye, what's wrong with the one you have? It looks nice.
It's nice, but I'm looking for something with a bit more kick.
Ah, you're looking for a magical bow, are you not?
Either magical or just one that's nicer than this one.
Show me what you have. What kind of bow do you have?
It's a longbow.
This is quite nice.
So you're looking for like a composite longbow, or is that just Pathfinder?
That's just Pathfinder. They don't
Okay.
do composite longbow here, if I'm not mistaken. Although double check the book to make sure there's not one.
The PHP?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to flip around for a second. And what brings you all the way out here?
Traveling through, they brought a delivery up. Moving on towards, I think, wasn't it Dog Run?
Something like that.
Dog Run. That's not a bad place. Well, it's not going to be cheap. I can tell you that much.
How much do you think?
Ballpark.
It depends what you want. You want another longbow?
Yes. I cannot find weapons.
It's okay, I don't believe that they do. Well, unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of magic bows.
Fair
I
enough.
can restring this one and I can make it a bit more resistant to certain things. What I do have is a decent stock of arrows. In fact, and she'll flip through her stock. Let's see. Sorry, I have so many item cards here. I printed off like 200 of them today.
Nice.
I haven't had a chance to sort through them.
Yeah, these have heavy crossbow.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not too interested in heavy crossbows. I just want like a heavy longbow.
Yeah, it doesn't exist in here.
Alright. I can sell you some arrows, that's for sure. Let's see. We had an elf come by about a month ago, selling a bunch of these. She'll pull out a stack of arrows, sort them out, and they're brilliantly made. One of them has licks of flame touching its tip.
Ooh, fire arrows.
Aye, fire arrows. Let's see. Arrows. Right, I'm just going to look up how much those normally go for. My question is, how much do you have on you?
About 800.
Alright. 800. Alright, so magic items.
And does she have any like regular like +1 arrows in her stock?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just Googling this real quick.
Fair
Cost
enough.
of magic arrows. Okay, so listing as magic armor. There we go. Cool. Alright, well, it's not going to be cheap for you. So, if you're getting some of these magic arrows, they'll cut through most armor like butter. Right. As you can see, they're made with eagle feathers called down from the heavens themselves, giant eagles that have been stripped out. The half, actually full elf, sold me these. For you, how many are you going to buy? I've got 10.
How much for 5?
5. I'll give you a slight bold discount. Why don't you give me a persuasion roll, Mike?
That is a 19.
Well, you said you have 800?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we could... Fair's fair for... I need to unload them and not many people come back. So right now on the table, 500 for the 5.
500 for the 5?
You're not going to find a better deal than that anywhere in town.
And then I'm also looking for just some normal, non-magical, heavy arrows.
And I'll throw those in for free for the 500.
Fantastic.
They cost me next to nothing to make aside from the iron tips, which are mined by dwarves themselves. You can see quality craftsmanship, blue iron.
Fantastic. And then how much would it cost me to also get you to restring and maybe strengthen my my existing bow?
I'll do that for free. Well, the 500 is a good cost. And it keeps me in business for a while. Plus, if your friend buys anything, I'd be happy to just give that a tune-up.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Would that add any bonuses to my bow at all?
It wouldn't really.
No.
I'd say that, like, for the next day, you would... I'd say for the next day, we'll say that you do the next dice of damage. So instead of a d8, it's a d10 for the rest of the day.
Okay.
You know, and then after you use it, it starts to wear down again.
Fair enough.
However, I do have this, if you're interested. And she'll reach into a case and pull out a, oh, that's very rare. Shit, you can't afford that. Never mind.
Oh, what was it?
It was like a $50,000 arrow.
Oh!
50,000 gold arrow. I'm just seeing if there's any other... the fire arrows.
Because, I mean, I actually have 1,100, but I'd rather not spend 1,100 in here.
I would not if I were you.
1100.
Because I have the Peridot for 400. I have the 2 eyes for 200 each. And I have 300 gold.
Well, I do have this. And she'll pull out a case. You're an archer.
Yes.
No? These. And she'll open the case, and you can see that there's a very simple set of bracers inside. If you, I can't do much to you about. These were made by an old friend. That there, along the side, is wyvern scale, brought down with a single arrow by an old friend named Dane. If you like them, they're not going to be cheap. There's sentimental value attached to them, but they've been gathering dust. So, if you can borrow some from a friend, those and this, 1,200 for all of it. They're magically enchanted. They should make your arrows fly even more smoothly than before.
Okay, so how about I just get the regular arrows and the bracers without the fire arrows?
Well, the arrows on fire, that's more stylistic.
Oh, fair enough.
I see. Well, with that,
I'd really like to keep it about 800.
I could let them go. I could let that go in that for 800 without the arrows. Then I've given you a discount with the arrows. If it's a fair deal, it's a fair deal, and she'll hold out her good hand.
Alright, you'll shake it.
Right.
800?
800. She will sell you. Those are bracers of archery.
Ooh.
So these require attunement. So Mike, keep track of how many items you have that require attunement.
These are my first.
I think the Sunblade, it requires attunement as well.
I don't think it did.
Does it not? I'll double check that.
No, I think the attunement is going to be the staff.
Yep, it does require attunement.
Oh, okay.
So you only get 3 attuned items per character.
Okay, so this is my number 2 then.
So
They're bracers of archery. If you have, while wearing these, you have proficiency with longbow if you did not before. You also gain a +2 to damage with ranged attacks.
Oh.
Using longbows. So your damage is now permanently raised by 2 while wearing these.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And last, anything for you?
Yes, actually, not necessarily work right now, but I'll hand her the Warhammer, the Dwarven Thrower, and say it's found this in a Duragar had been defaced it and we're using it. Looking to get it repaired.
Spit. This is quite the workmanship.
I know it's going to be really expensive to repair, but I'd like to get an idea of what it'll be.
Quite a lot. The craftsmanship here is. I mean, for one, you probably need. Sorry to say, but either a dwarf or an elf, maybe. The intricate silverwork here, it takes hundreds of years of practice to get that down.
That's fine.
You'd also, to imbue this, whatever that crystal is, something like that, that gem, what is that? Is it a ruby? It's beautiful. I think the big problem here is that these sigils. What language is that?
Do I know?
It's not Dwarven. It's.
Do I know it?
I tell you what, both of you can make me a history roll, and actually Farah can make a history roll on this too.
I did not pass. I got a 3.
I got a roll on.
Yeah, I got a 3.
16.
All right. Both you and Farah will take a look at it, and it's written in Primordial.
That's odd.
Ancient runic magic. It's, I don't know, one of the old runic tongues, maybe? If you find someone who can do rune magic, they can probably spruce that up, but I'd say that's probably enough to buy a small keep. Keep that beside you.
Oh, I will.
I mean, is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, otherwise I would want to get a shield, actually.
Oh, yes, I can get you a shield, absolutely. I've got all the ones along the wall there. And what are you worried about with shielding?
Oh, just looking to carry one for in battle. I use this one-handed for the most part. It's a lovely thrown weapon.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, as far as shields go, how much are you looking for? Because I've got my regular shields. Very little in the way of magic. Not much comes through here, but I do have. Hold on, she'll sort through some of her things. Well, I've got this. And she'll pull out a large shield with a emblazoned eye in the center of it. She'll brush some of the dust off.
So it's good workmanship.
It looks quite nice. You're not sure if it's dwarven. It actually it looks human. This belonged to an Arcaran legionnaire. Came through named. Nagan, I think it was. Good guy. Sold it from a drinking habit. It's pretty good, actually. I would say I could let it go. I don't know. Make me an offer. It's a fair one. It's blessed by a chorus. Tang. I think. Can't quite tell. You can make me a religion roll.
Yeah, no.
No? Mike, you can make me a religion
That's
roll.
5.
Do you have religion? You can use it if you have it. If not, then roll without it.
I have a 1.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Can I take 10 and examine it?
Yeah, sure.
I got a 3.
It's not Arcaris. Arcaris doesn't have an eye as his symbol. Honestly, it's either. It's a shield of Thias, the god of knowledge.
What a weird.
Yeah, right? He normally doesn't leave. Like, clerics of Thias don't leave their temples. They just sit there and read all day. It's actually quite good. Well, make me an offer. What do you think it's good for?
Not sure. I mean, it's odd to see that name symbols on it.
Normally I'd ask for 1,000.
What does it do? Like, it's got something special about it
As far as
besides
I can
basic.
tell, it keeps you aware. He called it a sentinel shield.
Huh.
Mechanically, I
Yeah.
can tell you
What
that
does it actually
gives
do?
you advantage on perception rolls.
Meh.
And initiative.
Meh.
Alright.
I'm not. I don't have 1,000.
Okay.
I've barely got
You can make me a
500.
persuasion roll.
No, I was actually literally just looking for a basic shield.
Oh, then yeah, she can actually sell you a shield at standard price plus 10%.
Okay. Getting a standard shield. Can I get her to customize it slightly and, etch like the symbol of Vela onto it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'll cost 20% instead of 10%.
Sure.
Can we get a discount price because I also just dropped 800 gold?
I don't care for that.
How much is it normally?
10 gold.
Okay.
I'm not
Yes.
even gonna ask.
So it's like, yeah, she'll do it for 15 gold.
Oh.
It's gonna be a little jacked up, but it's gonna be like quite nice work.
Yeah. No, I don't need anything special. Really. I just want the +2 to AC.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. She will. How long are you in town for?
We were planning on only staying the night, but we can probably extend it by a day or two.
No, for 15 gold, I can have it for you in the morning.
Awesome. Actually, come to think of it, it's quite snowy up here, obviously in the mountains. Do you have any gear to handle ice?
Got some things to go over your boots, actually.
Fantastic.
For each of them, they're just basically like boot spikes. How many pairs do you need? They're gold each.
5.
5.
I can do that. You'd want to make sure that you have some denser boots than those, though. Probably. You can go by any of the emporiums in town. They'll be able to help you out.
We're gonna stop by a tailor on the way for our friend.
Aye. Yeah. There's some good tailors in town.
We got directed towards Alfie Diamond.
He's a bit flashy. I
Well,
mean,
it was the Cavern of Delight that directed us.
that pleasure pit.
Do you have any recommendations for practical?
Practical tailors. I mean, there's Pawn's General Store.
Cool.
It's probably a pretty good place. I'd probably send you there.
It's a pawn.
Sounds good. Thank you.
It is a pawn shop. Well, tomorrow then. Bill of sale. Here you are.
Thank you.
I'm generally here from shortly after sunup. If you're not hearing my hammer, then I'm not in the shop. But
It's a sick day.
yeah. If the hammer's not banging, then I'm not feeling very well. But guess what? I'm feeling quite well right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right. So, as you head off, I still want to go by
Yeah,
Alfie Diamond Tooths.
sure. Let's go there next. You waited for us here, so.
I'll only be a minute, guys. You walk into Alfie Diamond Tooth, which is, you've never seen so many mirrors in one place in your life.
Oh, God.
He approaches the front, and Alfie
See myself
Diamond
at
Tooth.
360.
Alfie Diamond Tooth is not what you expected. As he rounds the corner, his greenish-gray skin and his diamond-encrusted teeth of that, diamond-encrusted tusks of that half-orc as he rounds the corner. What do we have here?
Our friend needs an outfit.
Mmm.
Needs some new stuff.
Oh, you a sweet thing. Alfie can help you out. He adjusts the bandana around his shaved skull. And you can see
you mentioned a hat.
I was hoping for some type of, like a hat to kind of cover, and
Okay, well, anything gets demonetized.
Y'all buying anything?
I don't think I need anything.
She'll be fine here. You can go.
Farrah?
Girl, we're gonna need some time.
Sarah, you gonna, you good?
I'm fine.
Alright, we'll be back in a little bit.
I have gold.
I'll slap her, like gently slap her shoulder and have fun.
Don't spend all of it in one place.
Do you want to meet us at the next place? You heard the name? Or we can come back.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll just...
I'm thinking that we're gonna get maybe some, Minotaur skin. Ooh. You'll head out into the market stall.
And we'll come back and she'll probably have this full
We'll just
outfit.
laugh and head off and, like,
She's getting that hat.
fine.
She's finally getting that hat. All right.
She's fine.
So you'll walk out. She's gonna be fine. You walk out into the crowd, and we'll make your way toward which one of the
Pawn's General Store, I think, was the one.
Pawn's
we got,
General
maybe?
Store. You'll be able to buy any sundry items you want. So just
We'll
anything.
just get better gear for cold.
Sure. Anything that's in the book you can buy. Besides that, it's just cosmetic trade and upgrades.
I mean,
don't stress about that.
Unfortunately, this doesn't really have.
You'll be able to swap out some equipment.
Okay.
No.
So basically, just better shoes, better clothing for the cold weather.
Sounds good.
We'll get good stuff
resupply your
in as well.
rations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then otherwise, we're going to go on to probably try Nero first because he's cheaper.
And what was he for?
Potions.
Oh,
So,
okay.
what are you doing?
But apparently he was
I'm gonna
weird.
cut back to you actually.
Cool.
So-
I'm gonna go wash right now.
I agree.
Right.
Curling up.
Head off.
What's that?
To me or Amy?
I'm gonna go to Amy last. So curled up against the grizzled chest of this Goliath.
Jesus Christ.
Was your pleasure great?
Oof.
Excellent. Are you working the floor tonight? I hear that you also are in the employ.
I thought I'd offer it. I get bored. Restless.
As do I. It is a hard life.
I was gonna say, you didn't look like the others that were working here.
There are many
You've been here for a while?
for 2 years. So far, it is pleasant to try a different form of conquest.
I hear ya.
What is Actually, he'll look at you. You are one of the cursed, you said.
Yeah, I used to be human.
Congratulations on the upgrade.
Hmm?
Congratulations on the upgrade.
You think it's an upgrade? That's the first time I've heard of it that way.
Humans are weak.
Yeah.
There's nothing unusual or exotic about them. They are... What is that flavor? Vanilla. The most tame and pleasant of the flavors. Bring me vinegar. Bring me chocolate.
I hope you're not saying I'm vinegar.
No. You are cayenne. You burned my tongue.
Oh, sorry. Was it good?
He'll pull the blanket up over again. And goes for seconds.
Oh my god.
What up?
Oh my god.
Winter got laid again.
Again?
Yeah, you gotta rewatch that scene when you're in the room. I think it's pretty good. So you will sneak out during the pause, and you will find your way down to the magic user shop as well.
Yeah.
You'll talk to Tippa, and she's like, yes, I sent your friends down to, they're probably going to Nero's. It's an alchemist shop downtown.
Okay.
Here, let me draw you a map.
Appreciate it.
How are you?
Can't really complain. Much.
The bath must have been really good, though, just to be able to, like...
You look so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Can I touch your hair?
I guess.
It's just so thick. It's... And she'll
Don't know how to take that anymore.
she kind of like reaches up and like touches your hair and then kind of just runs the back of her hand down your cheek. Your skin is so soft. I've never seen an orc, well, a half orc. She'll tap. Your ears are curved different, the other direction. It's quite beautiful.
Blush. The green turns kind of a... What color would that even be?
Purple?
Probably purple.
Yeah, it'd be purplish brown.
Yeah.
Your hair's so... How do you get it to stay like that? It's so thick.
It's natural.
I wish. My hair is just limp. And...
You can't flirt with Amy.
What?
I'm just having fun, like, basically, like, accidentally, like, microaggressing her. Like, basically, like what people do to black women. Like, oh, can I touch your hair?
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh!
It's really, yeah.
yeah,
Right,
no, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well,
She's like...
If she wasn't hot, she couldn't get away with it. Right?
True. She's trying to figure... well... Yeah, I'm not... I don't know. It's about as coherent as she can manage. Just, like,
If you want to talk later, I should probably get back to work, but if you'd like to talk later, I'm here. I'm on my long week, so I'm here about 20 hours a day.
that's a long time.
It's not bad.
I mean, I guess
Ouch.
if you enjoy yourself...
I don't have to
Work.
sleep.
I do.
Do you sleep well?
Usually.
I could help with that. We do have a number of sedatives and drowsy makers.
So that should be... I'm fine, I'm sure.
And companions.
I think I'm
And
okay.
thanks to you, beer.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Just super Akko Taco.
Come back and see me anytime and chat.
That would be nice. Thanks.
No worries. So that way for Nero's. Just follow the main stretch, and it's the second right down Bondsman's Path.
Sure, I'll find my way.
If you've reached the shrine of Casimira, you've gone too far.
I appreciate the directions. Thanks.
You're very welcome. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll later. Turn around.
I should talk to her later about the skiing. She'll mutter to herself as you walk off.
Do I catch that?
Can if you want to. You've got sharp ears. More ways than one. You make your way through the town. And people give you a bit of a berth as you walk. Most of them don't want to risk pissing off a half-orc, even a fairly short one like yourself.
No.
A lot
She
of them...
doesn't even have tusks.
It's true. They give you some room, and as you move, you can see that a familiar sight. The sound of armor shuffling in a march as guardsmen. No. Arcaran paladins march in formations of 3 down the street.
Interesting.
They turn, and one of them looks your direction. Looks down, and you're packing? You got weapons on you?
Yeah, usually.
She turns and looks at you. You there! A moment of your time.
Of course.
I'm assuming they got the same warning that we did.
No, I forgot to tell her.
No.
Nope. What can I help you with?
My name is Knight Bargus. So that you know my name and number before our discussion. And she will pat the symbol on her chest that has like a runic number mark. If you have any complaints from this interaction, you may take it up with the local authority using my number and ID.
Understood.
May I see your sword?
I will show. It is the sword that has the sigil of Akaris on it.
Yep. Where did you get this?
And I will... What was that place that we were at before?
It was in the underground beneath Pit Marin.
Yes.
Strange. Normally, Arcaran swords aren't scimitars. It seems that you found this lawfully, though.
I would hope so.
This is an artifact of Arcaris. However, you found it lawfully. She'll hand it back to you. If you approach a temple of Arcaris, they will offer you a fair trade. Either for a new weapon, one that is not a relic, or of equal monetary value. I make this offer on behalf of the church to you.
Alright, I appreciate that. Although I am also a follower of Arcaris and do cherish this, I will take this into consideration.
And the Lord of War be with you.
And you.
As you were. And she will march back into formation.
We'll salute.
Yeah, she'll salute, which is... What does the Arcaran salute even look like? Is it like... It's not that.
No.
Is it
It's
not...
like...
It's...
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of like... No, it's left hand up like a shield.
Something. Yeah.
Something like that. It's definitely phalanxics. And you will all reconvene, well, minus you who's getting like, hammered like a dwarven thrower.
And then I don't think I would have joined to go with the them. I still kind of wanted to check out that the other store, the surplus store.
Okay.
Because I already have a couple potions on me, so.
All right. So you will make it over to Nero's. And Nero is a tiny little mountainside shop, mostly outdoors with big vats of brewing liquid outside. And the man himself is a human with a long, curling blonde beard with just knots of blonde, almost white hair curled and tied with little ribbons to keep them out of what he's working on. He has a big floppy hat and long greasy hair with a bald patch right about here that's tied back underneath it. He has, and on top of it, a bee's net down in front of it. He's wearing tight blue tunic vestments, almost like a surgeon's garb. As you approach, he'll look up from the potion he's stirring. It.
Hey, are you Nero?
That I am. How can I help you?
Looking for healing potions.
Yeah, I can do healing potions. What y'all looking for?
Just looking for some basic ones. Need some help keeping my party together.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. Hold on, I forgot to do Southern because I've been doing too much Scottish. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. What kind are you looking for?
Just basic, really.
Just the basics?
Yeah.
I can do the basics. Alright, so what I have here is for you. Now, you're not a basic type of person. You definitely are in the market for something a little more special. You're not. You want something that is going to make an impression. I can tell that you're adventurers, right? I can tell by the boots. I can tell by the dwarf. I can tell by the.
I'm not here.
By the half orc that's giving you that look over there, the one with that big ass sword and the big ass thing right there. All right, so what I have for you, tell you what. I got healing potions for you. Pop down. Mm-hmm. All right, these are general healing potions, made by Nero himself. Now. What I have for you as well, if you're interested, and you look like the type of person that has some cash influx, I have.
This town is interesting.
Yes, it is.
So between us, you're a dwarf?
Last time I checked.
I like dwarves. They don't.
Excellent.
They don't bullshit me, and they carry cash. They carry hard coin. I'm looking for hard coin, and not any damn promises like. He glances down, like those some bitches. Then he'll point directly at your sword. 5 minutes. 5 minutes late with a delivery because of a traffic jam. And they canceled an entire order. Sons of bitches. There is to be some flexibility in a code of honor, and those have no flexibility. And if you have no flexibility in your code of honor, I say you got no code of honor. So what I have is a stockpile of shit that they were supposed to buy off me that I got to unload, and I got to unload before it goes bad. All right?
Yeah.
It's not going to go bad anytime soon, but it doesn't go bad. It's just I can't have a backstop.
It's stock that you don't move very fast, right?
Who the hell needs healing potions? We have clerics running through. I mean, shit. What are you going to do? So what I have is I have to start putting potions down. I've got these 2 potions of healing. I'm letting you get them for discount prices. All right?
All right.
I've got this, a potion of greater healing for discount prices. I've got these. I have an elixir of health. The greater healing is 4d4 healing instead of 2d4. Elixir of health is super good. Elixir of health. So, an elixir of health removes any disease, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. It cures you completely. And I also have this little doozy. And he'll reach in and pull out a bubbling red potion. This is a potion of heroism.
What now?
Yep. You ever been really scared of something?
No.
Then maybe you don't need this. You ever seen a frost giant and thought,
Nope.
I think I can kick his ass. Just let me have a drink first. This is the drink you want. See, for 1 hour after you drink this, you're stronger. And It's like someone has cast a spell on you. You know that spell Bless?
Yeah.
It's in there too.
Mm.
Damn good too. Now I'm making you a deal here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You look like a good kid. Make me a persuasion roll. You look like a good kid.
Good luck.
10.
You look like an okay kid.
I thought that was an 18.
No, unfortunately, it's a 10.
Oh.
You want to spend your inspiration?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I've got the rock bottom prices here.
That was a 19.
All right. For you, and I've also got 2 other things between us.
Oh, and Zeno would have asked
Winter,
you if you
point
could
to
see
2
if
of
you had
these.
any archery potions as well in stock. Before I ran off to go look at more weapons.
So I've got this. This is a potion of confusion.
Oh, what?
Exactly. You think you're confused now?
I love this guy.
All right. It's a tasteless substance. Only works when it's drunk by a creature. When it happens, they fall under its spell for an hour. They forget their own name, most details. It's I would say don't use it on a date night. That's wrong. But oh!
Don't take it by accident.
Use it on grass.
I don't think we'd have the chance.
And
You're not here.
for the remainder of the night, it's makes things it makes things all screwy for him. And then this, and he'll reach into a pouch and pull out a little tube of lipstick. This is a special thing. This comes from an elven supplier that I met in my travels. It's Larcana number 23. It's forget. Hold on, and what's their slogan again? Because thou art worth it. Just 30 seconds of applying this lasts for 8 hours. If there's about 15 uses inside this thing, and while wearing this, well, are you a wizardy type?
I'm a cleric of Vela.
So you got any spells that you gotta throw at people or touch people with?
Yes.
Let me just put it this way. This lipstick puts you closer to other people. You get a little advantage on attacking people because you just feel so full of the spirit of fuck you because you're worth it. Also, it makes it easier to snake your magic in there and harder for it to resist. Look, this is made by an elven wizard. Alright, this is straight there from the Tower of Edagon itself.
Oh.
I mean, it's not Edagon. Edagon didn't do it. It was the enchantress that works with him. I forget what her name is. Larcana? Anyway, before I lose a sale. Larcana. It's fantastic. You should get it. Alright? And I'm willing to let all of these things go for a pretty reasonable price.
Yeah.
How does that sound to you? Well, for just you, these. Alright? The potions of healing. Normally those would burn you how much? 20? 50? 50 gold?
Yeah.
Alright, 20. 20 each. Alright, 40 gold, 2 potions. Alright, that potion of greater healing normally would run you about 250, 500? 50.
Nice.
Because you got a sweet face. Alright, next. Potion of heroism, potion or elixir of health. Alright, 250, 150. Down from 1,000, down from 500. Alright, and these beauties.
What does the elixir of health do again?
Elixir of health cures all diseases and conditions.
Okay.
And these beauties normally would be at least 500 little bitty gold pieces each. This is worth 250. I'm going to give it to you for 200. This one, we'll tell you what. 200 for the pair. Because I like your face.
Can I touch it? No.
I can see it fine from here.
Fortunately, I don't have that much on me.
Yeah, but you have a friend right there, if I'm not mistaken. She's been looking at you for the past 5 minutes.
I will take the the healing and the greater healing, though.
All right, that'll be 90 gold. Neither of these. You don't want either of these? You're never going to find a chance like this again.
I'm confusion.
not interested.
So what do they actually do without
So
all his, like...
the potion of confusion gives... it's ridiculous. So for the duration of the effect, the creature forgets their own name and most details of who they are or what they can do. They receive a +1 bonus on all skills they are not proficient in. However, all insight, perception, survival, deception, persuasion, performance are a disadvantage. And for the duration, whenever they roll a natural 1, it is considered a natural 20, and whenever they roll a 20, it's considered a natural 1.
So it's just a total mess.
Yeah.
So it's that they actually have to drink it, though, right?
Yeah.
Topsy-turvy.
It is tasteless. This, about 30 seconds to apply, 15 uses. While wearing the lipstick, it lasts for 8 hours. You gain a +1 on ranged and melee spell rolls with a verbal component. If you know the charm person spell and cast it while wearing this lipstick, the saving throw DC is increased by 2.
That's actually pretty brilliant. But
That is actually pretty brilliant.
And you're worth it.
You're worth it.
because thou art worth it.
Because thou art worth it.
It would be absolutely hilarious wearing that with my 6 charisma.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe that's Larkana.
Ugh. Advertising. D&D.
Well, I ain't got all day. You gonna take it or not? Because I need to unload this stuff.
I'm gonna just take the healing, but you can always pitch to...
I think I'm good, honestly.
Are you sure purple would look really good with that
Oh,
skin?
thanks. I don't really
There's a thumbs up.
All right, your call.
Sorry.
Hey, that's
I appreciate the sales pitch, but
that's no problem at all. That's 90 gold for those 3.
I'll pass that off. I will, though, let the others know about that, because that seems fantastic. I just don't have the money on me.
All right, that's fair. Well, have yourself a good day.
You too?
you too.
All right, sends it off. Now, Mike, you were going to get.
I was just going to look at see what the surplus store had, see if they had anything of remote value.
Not really.
No,
Like, it's just general crap.
just general crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will, however, the next time I see Farah and the next time I see Maris, I'll tell them about those. Because they might be interested and they might have the money.
Oh, but it's not my shade. No. Just kidding.
That's exactly your shade.
Would this look good on gold?
Yeah.
So, you spend a little more time cavorting. You shop for quite a bit longer, and... Amy, did you have anything in particular? Otherwise, I'll cut back to winter.
Nah, just like maybe some thicker boots.
No,
We already picked those up.
But yeah.
So, relaxing. What kind of things were you trying to find out from him? Because you said you were trying to get some information out of him.
Does he seem like he's cheating at the game? So I'm more trying to get information from what's his face so I
How
can
much was
help
that?
out.
The confusion of potion.
Or if he's
the
noticed
potion
anything
here?
strange
The
about
two
this
together
individual.
was 200.
The winning streak is not natural.
No?
No one wins Queen's Cross that often.
Is he with other people at the same time?
No. But he does have a talisman. Something, it's a ribbon with a stone attached to it. He rubs it nervously when he plays.
What color is that stone?
He'll lift the sheet and point down at your chest. Like those. A bright purple.
Oh! I was gonna be like, did he find the shard?
Just a nipple ring, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Is that also sort of like close to the shards that we're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, they'd be much brighter than that, yeah.
Interesting. And he doesn't let anyone...
No.
And then what does he do? Or does he just play...
He just plays and keeps it in one hand and works it. Like a nervous habit. Weak human.
Muttering to himself a lot?
No.
Quiet.
Yes.
Interesting.
He annoys many with his false humility. Oh, I won again. How strange. Liar.
Liar. Interesting. Okay. And if I am going to be working down on the floor, anything else I should know?
We have a cleric on shift if you need to be mended. Or sealed.
Okay.
Is your womb
Rules,
warded?
policies.
Your womb, is it warded?
I don't know. Is that such a thing?
Of course.
Oops.
There's time. Any time within the next 48 hours.
Looks like you're going to see a cleric.
Eee.
I mean, you can have a glance,
Perception.
baby.
Why not?
I promise it's going to hurt a lot more going out than it would. Well, it probably hurt a little bit coming in, too. But
Yeah. Just anything that I should know about the
Magic store.
rules, policies, anyone to look out for.
Generally, the house rules are play fair and do not
And play nice.
play to the customer, but the customer also needs to treat people with respect. Or at least courtesy.
Do a lot of people get kicked out? Thanks.
Most don't. And most of us can take care of ourselves.
Cool. Okay.
Shartar. Avoid her temperament.
Sure.
Shartar.
Shartar.
The lizard folk.
Okay.
She's one of the performers, and sometimes an escort. Don't irk her.
Okay.
She's been known to bite off fingers.
Temperamental, I see.
Dragon types.
Very good to know.
Disgusting. Only good in a stew.
Hey, Kelly,
Yes.
if you're done...
I think that's a good place to let him do it.
Okay. I might actually wander down to Nero's, actually.
Sure.
So
So you'll hear much the same pitch. Because I like your face.
Do you have anything for archery?
I have lipstick.
It is ranged.
It's ranged spell, actually.
Mm.
And listen, boy. I ain't got much. All right, I got cleaned out by a dwarf that came through here not too long ago.
That sounds like someone
well,
from
I've
LA.
got. I'll tell you what. Are you into magic?
No, not really. What do you have?
I got this. I'm gonna pull out a scroll. I'm just gonna wave it.
What's it a scroll of?
Hell if I know. It's cheap. It's not labeled. Give it to you for 10 gold. It's magic. I know that much. Yes, it is bargain bin scroll.
Bargain bin scroll. What does it do?
A scroll pulled from a barrel of defective and discontinued spell documents. It's cheap, but it's also unlabeled. Roll on the bargain bin scroll's d6 table to determine its effect.
So we have no idea what it does.
I have no idea. I don't even have that chart, so I'd have to go find it.
I don't think I need an unlabeled spell scroll.
I mean, it could be a scroll of wish. Well, and I just dropped it. It's gone forever now. Great. Actually, the wind's gonna pick up. It's gonna fly off. Because it's down in the couch now. I can't
boy.
get it.
Anything else that might be interesting? Any other potions that you have on hand that aren't lipstick?
I got this potion of pawn fusion.
Potion of Pawn Fusion?
Confuses the shit out of whoever drinks it.
How much?
100? That's a hell of a discount from the 500 I normally charge.
90?
Potion of Confusion.
You drive a hard bargain. 91. Gotta pay the sales tax.
91.
There you go. You can keep that card, Mike. All right.
So, head back to Alfie Diamond Tooth. How does Farrah's outfit look?
Pretty great. She got the cool hat.
Yeah.
She's basically like rocking kind of a cowboy hat look.
Mm-hmm.
She
Did she get anything else done?
she's got like thigh-high leather boots and like kind of a bit of a bustier. She honestly is looking like a lot more like a person and less like a doll.
I'll come in and be like, well, don't forget the fur, like, full-length coat. It's cold out there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry.
Yeah.
Girl, I got this covered. And like 3 halflings come out and just like put like this giant parka on her. It's it's like big puffy white fur. Yeti.
Nice.
Tinged with blue.
Suits her.
Yeah. Gotta love the blue Yeti line.
Oh my god.
Farrah will just smile and hand over a bag of gold.
I'll give her the motion to.
She looks good. Yeah.
Dang. I'm a little jealous.
So, I think the dog's being called. So, what do you do? Marisol, are you heading out to look for your friends?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. As you head
Hear
outside,
the dog shake.
you can hear the sound of so many people coming through. This time of year is like Mardi Gras around here. The ice festival, everything here. There's delicious roasted food on every corner. Noodle shops on the precipice of an endless drop. The smell of cocoa and coffee and rich malty alcohols. This place is awash with life. And as you're walking through, just buying meat on sticks and enjoying life, you'll actually run into Marisol, who's looking quite relaxed.
Have fun.
Did you learn anything about a gambler man?
He's got an amulet of some sort, a stone, that he holds in one hand the entire time. Kind of twitchy.
I'll go talk. Maybe I'll go talk to him.
Huh? What sort of stone?
Some sort of luck.
Same color as my complexion.
No, you don't say.
You think it's one of those?
He might have picked it up.
Can we see any of the other stuff?
Hmm?
Can we see any of the other stuff?
What other stuff?
Well, and she'll pull out the pamphlet. I think she's the only one that kept it.
No, I have it in my pocket.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm seeing her now with her new outfit for the first time.
She looks really, really cute. Like,
Aww.
really good. Well, there's
It's all about
skiing.
Skying. Cute.
Skiing, and there's the festival here, and they have a light show, and they have the world's largest snowman.
Where did you get your clothes?
Alfie Diamond Tooth's.
Cool.
Isn't it great? It was only 400 gold.
Yep. What?
And the hat.
Girl.
That was quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Well, fuck,
We need to
I
go
dropped nearly 900 gold today.
That's true.
Oh.
Well, if you guys are gonna go see some of the sights, I'm just gonna head back to the room for a little bit. I might go see if I can chat up our gambler man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if.
Yeah, if we have time, I'll totally go with her to go see like the snowman or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can find anything that would be useful for job attire.
Job attire.
Alfie.
Alfie, hook me up.
All right, so you will walk into Alfie's place. He'll take one look at you. I'm thinking red.
Flash?
I'm thinking Hellfire red.
Show me what you got.
Spin. Second girl with a tail today.
Do we have tails?
Tieflings have like devil tails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got like the long tail with like the fork on the end of it, or
The clover?
that thing.
Like you call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the spade, actually. No, it's a
spade.
spade.
Yeah, spade.
Yeah. So take a glance.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a tail.
Sweet.
So does Farah. Farah's got like a spiny tail though.
Spade spine.
Where is it?
I haven't seen too many really good pictures of. Okay.
Let's see.
I'd probably make mine a little thinner though.
Yeah, I
More
would too.
with like
Hey, trickle bit.
less reptilian like that.
Yeah, it's more demonic. Hey, buddy.
Oh, okay, good to know. Cool.
Second girl with a toe today. Are you?
Oh.
You're one of the Cavern girls.
Yeah.
I can tell by the hickeys.
Yeah.
We'll set you up.
Thanks. Do I get a discount? No.
Oh, hi, Charlie.
Are you wearing it on the job?
Yep.
I got some used stuff.
Charlie.
I got some used stuff that you could get on
Charlie, come
loan
here.
for a cheaper price.
Cool, as long as it's clean.
Ow.
Come here.
Fresh steamed. It'll cost you
Okay.
5 gold for a night rental.
Cool, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Come here.
All right. So you will.
Cool.
You'll get dressed up and you get put on your bustier and stuff, and y'all wander around. You start heading back toward the hotel room, and as you're walking around the stalls, eating and enjoying yourselves, you'll hear the second you step out. Actually, about a half hour later, after you're dressed up in your finery, screams.
Oh, shit.
Screams coming from one of the caverns on the wall. You got a little held up browsing around at shops and find yourself just... Hi, dog. Find yourself on the way back to the hotel. Hi, Sith puppy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy who won't let me run my role-playing game? It's you. It's you. It's you. Don't worry. I have a role for you in the next chapter. People screaming and running away from this large central cavern with a portcullis in front of it. Dozens and dozens of people, families running with their children. What do you all do?
I will start running towards that.
Yeah.
Everyone else
I
running
will
away, I will run.
Grab hold of you guys and remind you, don't draw your weapons inside the city.
Okay.
As you approach, you can see a halfling. Actually, a rather stout halfling with a large belly, well, for his size anyway, standing in front of a trio of Orcaran legionnaires who stand in front of the portcullis. You've got to get in there! They're tearing the entire place apart. This is a revenue stream for us. We can't afford to lose this, the halfling says. He has a large sash on him that, if any of you read any halfling at all, you can see it's a sign of authority. Obviously a counselor of some kind, maybe the mayor even. The Orcaran legionnaires stand stock still, and one of them, the one that you remember from before, Bargus, looks down at the ground by the portcullis and draws her toe across the snow. We were paid to protect the town. This cavern is outside of the designated limits. Without further negotiation, the Orcaran Legion does not fix problems outside of our jurisdiction, sir.
I will go jogging up and... So, if I draw my weapon on the other side of that line, you don't care?
Not even
What is
slightly.
Awesome.
And-
I'll step over, pull my throw, and go running.
And I am right beside. I'll probably show up just a little bit after you because I'll run from further away and ask the same thing, and then go ahead and bring my bow. As soon as I'm outside of the city.
It's about not wearing... What?
Who the hell are they? The halfling says.
What's in there?
Adventurers?
A bunch of big, furry, and he'll glance up at Ferris coat. Those!
Yeti? Awesome. For Vela!
Well, we'll go take care of your pest problem.
Go running in.
And go running
I
in.
have no idea how hard a Yeti is or not.
Okay.
But I'm gonna find out.
Okay, fine. Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
I actually don't go.
You're not gonna go? Oh, really?
Not just for the occasion.
Nope, you're not.
You have your cloak.
That's true.
You have you technically have leather armor on right now.
Video
Just
game
that was like my
armor.
leather armor that I was wearing.
No, it's a different type of leather armor.
Video game leather armor.
I know, but like, would it count as
Do you
the
have
same
studded
stats?
leather armor?
I think just leather armor.
Then it's the exact same stats. If it's the leather armor, it's ridiculously. It's basically you're wearing bondage leather. Have you ever watched Sorcerer Hunters, the anime? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick. I'm gonna show you what your outfit looks like.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Charlie disappeared too.
He's right here. His head is poking out.
Okay.
He's
No, it is definitely.
I've seen Queen's Blade. That was interesting.
We confirm whether we can draw our weapons outside the portcullis. Yes. Poof, off we go. Let's see.
I haven't fight yet.
Is that what
yeah, that's leather armor.
is that the same outfit that all of them are wearing?
A lot of them.
So I'll blend in, you mean?
Or that.
God. No.
I was thinking that it was tiramisu, not. No, this is tiramisu, not chocolate misu, because that's chocolate misu's outfit.
Dang, son. That's like nothing.
Leather
Not
armor.
much. Literally leather straps.
Yeah, it's a little,
I'll
I think I
strap
used
you.
to date
No,
someone
what?
who cosplayed that.
That would include a lot of double-sided tape.
Yes,
Stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. So you don't have to go in if you don't want to.
Do it.
It's your call.
Peer pressure, okay.
All right. Okay. So it is 10:15 right now.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
Maybe on that yellow, for Vela!
That seems like a good spot to call.
And
That's-
we end
yeah,
on a
yeah.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. All right. Damn. I made all this terrain for nothing.
Because
We can use it next time.
We just had too
have
much-
this and then still be able to go back and
Too much
deal
fun
with the other
role-playing.
guy.
Yeah,
That's...
you gave us too many opportunities to have fun role-playing.
I
was
did.
a lot
You
of fun
did.
role-playing.
And that didn't even include. All right. All right. So as you rush off into the darkness, you can. As you scream for Vela, the inside you can hear several
Did the Yeti get inside?
guttural voices chanting in unison.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Freed here. Freed here. Freed here. Freed here. Freed here.
And we're gonna call game right there.
Dang, son.
Because Freed here is going to be one of my favorite new deities. Okay, so things that you didn't do yet. You went to the Cavern of Delight. You didn't go drink at the last cup. So I actually created a list of 13 immediate choices for you to
Oh
do.
my god.
Be attacked by Yetis. Actually, you avoided because they could have attacked you at any time.
Oh, cool.
Leave immediately was number 1. And then it was 5 more days to Dog Run Bridge. Visit the Cavern of Delight, visit the Arcaran Legion, which has a chapter house. You can attend mass at the Shrine of Casmaria. You can get robbed by trail hopping thieves. I love that kid. You could gamble, which... Oh, he's a half-elf. I apologize, not a human. He's a half-elf. He's just not very eerie.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna do.
Maybe he had one bit off. How would you know?
Maybe the human genes were just stronger in that one.
I'll just follow.
What else could we have done? Or could we still do?
You can still do a lot of things. So yeah, this game wasn't very combat intensive. It was more role playing intensive. Did you guys have fun with this one?
Yeah, tons of fun.
Good. I'm
I
glad.
feel like I managed to flesh my character out a bit more.
See, I was hoping for that, right? And I
Get a
wanted.
better sense for her.
I was listening to Critical Role, and they had a big thing about going to a whorehouse in one of their episodes, and I'm like,
Yes.
you know what? I haven't had one of those in a game in quite a while, and to be honest, in a fantasy setting,
It makes sense.
like people do it, and it's a respectable profession. Like,
Yeah.
like there's no shame in this world for being someone who has sex or money, because it's a job, and it's hard work a lot of time.
And I mean, it's something that's in demand.
Oh, it's true, you know? And you get to have a lot of fun with it. The fact that you picked a I was like, do Goliaths exist in my setting? You're like, I want to more into bear. I'm like,
that's not.
well, it was either that or like, what the hell else could I have put
Didn't
in?
even say that.
Someone did.
Yeah, I think it was you who said
It was
bear.
you two. It was both of your fault.
I'm the one that said bear.
Yes.
And then it was me who pointed to her
Yeah.
So,
instead of you.
other
Thank you
things
for
I
that.
could have put in. I
It was
could
bad
have
enough
put
that she's already an
in
awkward taco.
not ASMR. I could have put in no, fear blogs don't need to exist in my game. Because they're stupid.
I mean, considering this is not the first time she's very awkwardly, very, very awkwardly awkwarded.
It's true. You offered quite a lot. Could have been some kobolds. Oh, you know what? There might be a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Or one of these guys. Like a little baby beholder with all his tentacles.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you guys had some fun tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to level up this session then.
That makes sense.
So there's going to be a fight.
I got more AC.
Yeah.
I have +2 on
So
my...
next time you'll be meeting
Range
some
and stats.
friends.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay. Yeah. Is there anything you want to ask that's not going to spoil anything?
I'm trying to figure out my character's name thing, but we can talk about that off camera.
Sargetti.
Sargetti. No, she's gonna be Italian.
Okay.
Serengeti.
And I figured out that where she's from, the child also takes on both the father and the mother's name along with the surname for the family. And since I sent you all that thing of being like banished, it literally drags their name through the mud, and that's why she
the
can't
whole
go
way?
back.
I would suggest then...
I have some last names, so I'll show you afterward.
There's also, at the end of Xanathar's Guide to Everything, like 20 pages of names.
That's a good idea.
Like it's,
There you go.
It's like the last pages of the book. You know what? I honestly am thinking, like, I run 2 games right now. I run this and Starfinder. And I enjoy Starfinder okay. I enjoy this play style and this type of system so much more. Like, it's just more, we can do more with it, I feel. Like, I don't know. I feel really choked by the adventure path, I guess. So I'm looking forward to doing another version of this. And then we're talking about doing Star Trek.
Which I think will give us the technological sort of side of things without being as constricting as you're finding Starfinder.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to keep going. Like, I'm going to beat the adventure path. I'm definitely changing things up, though, and I'm just kind of throwing the adventure path out the window and running their story how I want to run it.
Yeah, I think that would make it way better if we had it the way you want it.
Well, it just doesn't feel like me.
No,
You know?
it feels very like it's not. I like it.
It just feels a bit more constrained.
Yeah, it feels a bit forced.
Yeah, you're kind of on rails. Well, I noticed that like there was a scene where there were a bunch of cadets that got lured in, and then James blew them up with a grenade. And I remember getting like stressed out when he did that. I'm like, no, that's not where they're supposed to die. That's not. And I'm like, bro, you need to chill.
Yeah, it's like they can die wherever you let them die.
And like, oh, guess what? There's more of them.
Yeah.
You know, just because the book said there were like 10 of them or something. There's way more than 10, mind you. But like, it doesn't mean I have to listen to it.
No.
I always get stuck when a book tells me that. Whereas when I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make my own world and setting, and we're just going to have fun. This game session tonight felt more like, I mean, you've been in a lot of my games. You've been in my LARP for a long time. You've been in my LARP for a little time. And you've been in my games for a decent amount. I guess Amy has the best. Tonight felt like more of my normal games.
Yeah.
Like still D&D-ish, but...
Yeah, I mean, I would say it felt closer to almost like Rise of the Rune Lords. Because I don't know what was different about that, but you didn't seem to get as stressed about it. I mean, some parts of it, yes, but we still winged it a lot.
Rune Lords was weird.
Yeah, but this still seems a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I want to look at getting some streams going where I'm running more World of Darkness stuff, because, or at least modern day stuff, because it's more chill for me.
Yeah.
I'm still learning D&D.
And World of Darkness is just such a distinctly different system in general that I can't really compare it.
Yeah, it encourages a lot of things. By the way, our podcast is going up soon. I just got to finish a big project, expected by the end of March, and then we'll film a season 2 sometime after that. It'll be
The
good.
vampire one?
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Once we all have some more free time, because summer's going to be like, we're going to do a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I guess if that's it for tonight, then.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned. We'll do some other stuff, and be ready, because we are going to be doing some board gaming nights. Hopefully you'll catch with us. Both of my friend Michael, not this one, will be bringing over a copy of Nemesis, which is a fantastic looking new game, and I have a copy of Gloomhaven in the back room that we have to bust open sometime.
And then this weekend,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
actually going to be playing live at ToskinoCon in Victoria, BC.
Yep.
We won't be streaming live, I don't think, 'cause it's too complicated, but we'll upload.
Yeah, we'll
our video.
repost probably to Twitch and definitely to YouTube if it goes well.
Come check it over. Probably would be by Monday, I would think, because we're doing
Like Monday or Tuesday. Well,
it might be delayed.
It might be delayed because I have to go and do some filming out of town.
Yeah.
But
next week.
But next week it'll be up.
So we'll have 2 videos.
And if you're in Victoria, come by on Saturday. We are doing 4 almost back-to-back how to run role-playing game panels. Which, I mean, if you're watching this, it's still a little awkward learning to run on camera, and I'm getting it down. It's gonna be good. Come learn how to roleplay. Like, I've been doing it for 20 years now, which is ridiculous. And we've learned a lot that we can pass on to you to try to make your games a little more fun. And if you're watching this episode in the future, after ToskinoCon, thanks for taking our business cards and subscribing, because hopefully you've enjoyed this and you learned a couple things about how to have fun or do a shitty Scottish accent.
Or just give you some
truly important part.
Have fun with it.
Okay.
That's the big thing that we're trying to teach you. Have fun. Inspiration.
Learning.
Anyway, have a great time. Scottish accents and everything. Goodbye.